don't reconcile me out, I'm not able to refuse her. I love you, now only that's good they real love. Now you know me go let me diamond. Now only you I go give everything, no. Me equal to zero without you. Now me don't be your hero. Life is sweet, oh, when you there with the right person, yeah. No more messy around you. Me to you, not to 2 is to 1. Now wrong equation be that, you. I don't feel fever, me heart's on the pull fire. Doctor say but bona for take am easy with love, you. Me love it on the catch a fire, baby. Me love it on the catch a fire. 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 Come and solve them. Me love it on the catch a fire.
Yes, doc. No, not with tablets. Yeah, just touch me here.
Me love it on the catch a fire. 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 Come and solve them. Me love it on the catch a fire. You know me cocoa butter, oh. Nobody know will change them. You don't reconcile me out, I'm not able to refuse them. I love you, now only that's good they real love. Now you know me go let me diamond. Now only you I go give everything, no. Me equal to zero without you. Now me don't be your hero. Nowadays, true love no easy forget you. So when you get never all of it to one. He say make I take a serum, I no want. He say make I take tablets, I no want. He say make I put you, I no want. When I love you, I want you. Hey, doctor, tell me, me love it on the catch a fire, baby. Me love it on the catch a fire. 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 Come and solve them. Me love it on the catch a fire. You know me cocoa butter, oh. Nobody know will change them. You don't reconcile me out, I'm not able to refuse them. I love you, now only that's good they real love. Now you know me go let me diamond. Now only you I go give everything, no. Me equal to zero without you. Now me don't be your hero. Hey doctor, hey. Me love you, baby, oh. Hey,
Yes, doc.
me love you, baby.
Yeah, just touch me here. Yeah. Yeah, I'm feeling it. Oh, doc. Yeah.
It's original.
Yeah, doc. Oh no, stop. Not like this.
Silverstone Beats.
People killing, people dying, children hurt and hear them crying. You can practice what you preach, or would you turn the other cheek? Father, 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 help us, send some guidance from above. People got me questioning, where is the love?
See this life going evil, we all have to give, oh, yeah, yeah. Cause all I see is evil, and too much killing of my people, yeah, yeah. So let's bless one another, yeah, yeah. So let's help one another. I sing again, yeah.
What's me, I don't see this kind of thing where they happen. This not for be education opportunity. Now in we need, let we learn for the share, not to attempt for big greed.
You see this life, the live, this is where we lose or we know. Stop killing one another, let's stand together, yeah. Stop playing the hero, looking at each other like we're zero. On the block with a C, money dip and make every day pan free, yeah.
R.I.P. they took our boys, they take our joy, take our joy. This are the time we stop now crime. Don't blind bodies like your future.
Stop the stabbing, stop the killing. Let's love one another. Peace.
I see fighting every day, I see dying every day. Why don't we help each other and pave the way for a better life, a life that we all deserve? Instead of killing each other, why don't we preserve? So you wanna be a bad man, he's gonna be a badder man. You got a big knife, he's gonna get a bigger knife. Our people suffered for years in chains. Now we turn on each other, cut for gains. For the ones that send the youth to kill themselves, you pretend to be a father figure but only care for yourself. You are nothing but the flesh of the devil. You're evil, low life on another level. Think about the mothers and the pain they go through. You don't care for these kids, they mean nothing to you. But karma only knows the boomerang maneuver. One day the green reaper will be your remover.
They settle the range, ranting up some sanctimonious food. Is as poetic verses, ruminate a prophecy given to a sentient dude. So I say it's as it is for you to listen and deduce the wisdom that's gonna liberate and galvanize you. Under the sun ain't nothing new, that for black on black crimes and breaking news. Under the sun ain't nothing new.
You gotta stand up, stand up for what you believe in. Gotta stand up for what is right. Cause if you got me, then I've got you too. Regardless of what you've been through, even when you're feeling blue.
Where is the love?
Do this if we try. There's no time to waste, no time. Together forever, whatever the weather. Us as a unit working together.
See, I did not love done, but me heart still not tongue. God don't lift me up, but me heart still not run. You will never go far if you don't know where you're from. So I don't do it for myself, I'ma do it for the young. Please to my brothers, let's do it for the youngers. Why spend a bag on a jumper? Back where you're from, people dying with hunger. With people then they suffer. You then I argue the bluff, it's copper. You the game need for change, like we not get up. Where's the love? Where's the love, yo? Where's the love? I said,
Where is the love?
Little youth, let's take time. Stop all the knife and the gun crime. Think of the future, paint that picture. Get a youth in the future. Peace gonna rain on me. Peace gonna rain on me. Yeah.
Let's stop the violence and come together. Get rid of knives and guns and bomb, let's be together. With peace and love, golden hope through storm and weather. See what is going on.
Where is the love?
Tell me, how do you feel when you see your brothers and sisters lying down the street helplessly? And what will you do if you die today and find yourself in hell?
I want to ask you this. Look inside your eyes and answer me with all the truth. Where you get whose side the love day?
when I left. Boku man them get nef. If you live by the nef, you go suffer. You know get sense, you know sabi say nef not for butter. Stabbing guys, yeah that's uncool. When it comes to knives, yeah I'm anti. What happened to fighting guys with your hands, G? When you stab a man, it's not one man you stab. Just remember that you stab a whole family.
People killing, people dying, children hurt and hear them crying. You can practice what you preach, or you will turn the other cheek. Father, 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 help us, send some guidance from above. People got me questioning, where is the love? Where is the love? Where is the love? Where is the love? The love, the love. Where is the love? Where is the love? Where is the love? The love, the love.
Hello and welcome to CRDN Media Live on YouTube and Facebook. And today is another day for How the Good to Go Inside the Republic. And we will come to you live from the London studios. And my name is Sylvester T-Boy Duba, commonly known as T-Boy. Today, we get for look like for say we get for run a show, a monologue, but not really a monologue because I get Femi on the line. I also get Juma on the line, but then they join me later on anytime soon. And we possibly might get a few more other different things that we'll talk about today. But I want to apologize first to viewers them for not being around last week. And as you now know, we come to the end of the year and we just kind of wrap up so many things that we don't get, we will not finish, unfinished projects. We're trying to wrap them up. And we also this kind for look, we put together the new content that will be ready for, we will start the December. And as we go along for early next year. As we all know, election year next year. And election year it starts actually now. It don't start now really. And when election year don't start now, it means everything else will get a lot for do with the election process, the registration process, and how we try for entice people information say if them we don't register, make them vote because it's very important for make you register and make you vote. So we get a lot for talk about within this next couple of weeks for come before we enter into the election year next year. We'll look forward to that because yes, some of you get for way free tongue, some of you get for presence na the country itself, some of you get for run with your media stuff them and see exactly how the campaign and they go, and we get for see exactly how the election process itself they happen in June. So we get forget plenty things then way they happen. But once again, I apologize on behalf of the team. Oh no, would use any program last week. But definitely, we'll try as much as possible for make sure we get to back every other week. You know, say right now, things are not the same anymore, but we're trying as much as we can So, you're welcome. Well, today's program, we get a lot to talk about. And we know for say things are developing very rapidly in civilian, and we have to take things very seriously. The time of the times, in times and times to come. You can begin wonder what's into me, or then can you me share what they talk to. It means we get closer to election, and so many things then get for they happen dramatically. So many things then get for they unfold. We might surprise people. Some therefore they happen. We not go surprise people already because some of we already know what's in the nature of what's in the happen. But we get so many other observers them and people and we actively don't involved within the political process of Sierra Leone. I would say over the past 5 to 10 years, and that has brought a lot of change in how people see politics, and that don't bring a lot of change in how people they participate in politics. But the good thing is we have the likes of the social media platforms, and they enlighten we they give you enough information. We also we get current information about what's in the happen as alone and out of Sierra Leone. Gone are the days when things that they happen will take weeks or days or months before you actually eat on the other side of the world. But now we get information in real time. It means as it happen now, that's how the information are coming to us. So it's on real time, and that is exactly what I feel to say they happen all over the world. Unfortunately, it's not just in Sierra Leone, but it happens all over the world. If something happens right now in my own locality, if I am inclined or well up to date with the activities of social media where they happen within the community, then I will have that information in real time as it is happening. That's not the use of social media. It gets an advantage and disadvantage. But we'll get a look at the advantages, the more so than the disadvantage, because the disadvantage now you abuse them. So basically, we'll get a look at the advantages of them, how it benefits you in society, and how it make you able to live and understand exactly how the world will go around. Because we might not be in certain places, but the use of social media and make we get real-time information, real-time news, real-time events as it is happening. So that's now one of the good benefits. The bad benefit now, of course, now everyone will take them and abuse them. Use them for different things, you know, basically meaningful to mankind. But last stop here now with the social media stuff. Let's go straight to the program we'll get today. Today we'll talk about so many things. One of which we want to do a flashback on the on the World Cup. You see, now the African Nations Cup one I'm going to today. But we want to do a flashback on the World Cup, the status of the World Cup. We'll look at the African participation of the World Cup, footing they don't do so far, and how they don't perform over the past couple of days where the World Cup don't start, even though they all not played. We will talk slightly about the few one they don't play. And we also make mention of some of the African players then. When I say African players then, that the players then we get African background, some of which were not born in Europe, not only born in the country when they represent so, some of them are kind of camp, but some of them actually born there. But what is the benefit to have these kids being born in European countries and they choose to play for European countries? Again, that is a discussion. That's a discussion we have to say we can talk about forever. We know we'll get an ending because it means everybody get their opinion on how they see things. Everybody get their opinion on how they represent. But that's now one big advantage and disadvantage of dual citizenship. We'll go on to talk about possibly slightly in regards to the African players them of African descent where they play for a European country then at the World Cup. After the World Cup, we touched also about the PR system, the preliminary results we don't come out for the voter registration, and the credibility of that particular result, and how it affects the current status of the political atmosphere in Sierra Leone will lead up to the riots we happen today now with parliament. So basically, we will talk about that a little bit as well. And we will also talk about some of the issues that we surrounding a lot of the things that really happen within the country. One, the fact say we get the main opposition, APC, we are in a court for almost, I would say, a year now plus, and they're still able to pass a ballot. But today we get some kind of statement from Justice Fisher, we don't give you some kind of insight of what's in the happen from now on going forward. And we also look at the possibilities of APC being in a safe situation to run all their preliminary elections, heading to the flag bearer elections, approaching the presidential election in June. We look into that back as well. And we also did not talk about the general issues of what's in the happen at the country, how they go inside the republic. But before I go any further, Mr. Palmer, you want to say hello to viewers and tell them what's in your own thoughts about today's program and how you feel to say the weekend don't go for you so far? Over to you.
Hi, Tibo. Can you hear me?
Loud and clear for me.
Yeah, hear me loud and clear. Okay. Family owner, welcome. Good evening. Good night, as Juma can say. Usa Eva Unadina the wall. Again, apologies who not been there with us. Yes, last week, something happened. We will be need for cancel the show at very, very, very short notice. So we apologize. We're big. We hope say we'll be able for the keep on informed and entertained, if you can call it entertained, on a regular basis about the gunnings there really happen at Salon and across the Sierra diaspora. So today Tibo gets quite a lot for talk about. He sent me the list. I was like, wow, this about could talk to get for the Asotil Subri. So now show. But yeah, so Tibo, my weekend was I'm not gonna say it was okay. We've had a few we've had some bad news in our community over the last couple of weeks. And the weekend in particular, the late rest, a friend of ours. Again, one other party, young daughter died with the land to rest today. So it's been a few rough days for certain people around we, and because of that, we self don't struggle with certain things them alongside them. But we wish their families the best. We as Tenkisina, we culture, we tell them for take heart. We tell the Osh, tell them for take heart, and but we don't see them family them they in a better place and they with God. We not believe in people them, and we believe say after this life there is something better waiting for us. So we believe say one day we go meet we loved ones again. So my brother and my sister they we lost them families and we lost we paddy them. And we paddy them, picking them over the last few days as still we all wash. So Tibo, over to you. So it's been a somber weekend for me, but yeah, life goes on. We need for hold on to which we get and pray for we will be alive for ensure say we carry on and we remember the other we would lost. We remember them. We remember all the good times that we'll spend with them. So on that note, I'll pass over to you. I'm happy with some of the topics that we get for today. Some other one day I'm not say get for cause serious trouble, so I will left you to them. Over to you, T-Boy.
You plan for putting me in hot waters today. but never mind, that's fine. That's shaming for you. But thank you very much, Femi, for your updates. And I believe say yes, of course, the weekend is the same for all of us, and we hope and pray say we get a better weeks to come and better years to come, and make sure we wrap up the 2022 in a way that everybody will feel happy and we keep with sorrows and we go through them and we deal with them in million different ways. But thank you very much for those words, and I think they've always been comforting. Now, let's go to the program proper. I want to start with something to do with football, and I believe say it's the World Cup, and there has been a lot of controversy surrounding the World Cup. And most of those controversies, and I think that we directly link with Qatar. And again, forgive me because I look at some small cool we just attacked me about a few hours ago before the show. So I guess for the do me to at some point. So I guess for being with that. But like I say, the World Cup don't start, and we see a spectacular opening. Now Qatar, unfortunately, I am not there this time around. I won't say it's deliberate, but it is practically deliberate and practically not deliberate. For me, I'm practically deliberate. Now the fact say my realization for go through the protocols of accreditation and all that stuff was not on point because I decided on it very late and it wasn't appropriate for them to go through all the regular check. And they sent me back an email to say, sorry, this time around we cannot actually grant you because your application came late and we cannot go back and reprocess it all over again. So I was cool. The reason why I was cool now because I made a late decision, that's one. And two, after my visit from Morocco for the female AFCON, it was challenging and I realized, okay, even if I'm going to Qatar, I might not have accreditation, but I will still want to be around to get the atmosphere of what is happening around, so I'll be able to be part of it. And one of the ways that I can be part of it is to watch some of the games, take pictures from the stands, and also do some live coverage within the African teams that really participate in the World Cup and get some more of the the environment we will get for the. But like I said, my trip to Morocco was not a pleasant one. I came back thinking twice, do I have to go? Can I make the trip? And I decided not to go. And at some point when I saw some of my colleagues at the goal line taking pictures, I was a bit upset, like, wow, what make I not go? But anyway, I felt bad, but not too bad. But I think, for sure, next World Cup, when I will see Sarah Jane Media live, I think it's Mexico. And it's not going to be anything but a question mark. No, we will be there. Just like we said, we will be at the African Nations Cup. But of course, the African Nations Cup next year, definitely going to be there. And I think everything Africa, as long as it's not in that particular side of Africa, for sure, yes. Sarah Jane Media will make it. Who don't know, you know what I mean by that. But look, we left that for that. Coming back to the World Cup, I think, my view of the World Cup has been great so far with the opening, and there's been some different challenges with all the other countries that they play. And there's been some other dramatic developments in most of the European countries that really participate in the World Cup. And one of these things we have found out and realized is a bit shocking, but not really shocking. The reason we make us say it's a bit shocking, but not that much, now because last World Cup, we saw a lot of black players. I will not say African, a lot of black players of possibly African background representing different countries in the World Cup. Of course, we know the country that we're very good at that. France is one, Belgium is another. I will not say England because England has a lot of black players, but not of African descent. So basically, I'll not call England into that category. But France, yes, majority of their black players are from African descent. And Belgium, the same. Germany has couple. We've seen few in Germany. Holland has few as well, yes. Now we have some amounts of them in the Scandinavian countries like Canada, not Canada, like Sweden, Denmark, and Norway. But just few, maybe one or two. But there has been a drastic change this time around because we've seen a couple more of black players, possibly of African descent, within the German team. And we also don't see a lot more within the within the Spanish team. And there is a lot more within Australia, because Australia played yesterday and I saw a couple of black players of African descent. But the scary thing about this all is not the fact that they are just from African descent, but they were born in Africa. Most of them were born in Africa. Of course, Qatar gets quite a huge number of them as well. And then, of course, Saudi Arabia too have a huge amount of them as well. But the saddest thing about this all, and the fact say, we have these African players who were born in Africa, but have lived in these countries and decided to play for the country that they're representing right now. But the most shocking one, we own West African neighbor, Liberia. The current president, George Weah, in Peking, represents America. And I think that was very shocking and scary because it brings to me a lot of controversy in regards to why you should represent a country of birth or a country of your parental origin. I mean, a country not of your parental origin, or you go represent somebody because she failed to say, now you don't live all your life. Now, it comes down to your loyalty. What makes this country valuable than your country of origin? Or the country of origin of your parents, for example. To me, is a test of times of how we begin to relate to it and how we relate to them. It's also a test of time of how much value we put for the beginning of the born at the part of the world here in regards to Usawi commons, how much premium value puts to them, how much primary value puts towards across to them, for me to understand, say, no matter how much successful you are in the world, you have to be proud of your heritage, of your background. At the moment, I am proud to say I am from Sierra Leone, very proud. If I had an accent, I would be very proud of that accent, be it Kono, Mende, Timle, Limba, or Creole. Very proud of that accent because I have one thing in me that another person doesn't have. And that one thing in me makes me distinctive from the other person. It makes me different from that person. It makes me sound different from that person. We all going to speak the same language, but we all not go sound the same, but we all not go look the same. But the feeling within me for say, I am from Sierra Leone and I can be identified immediately when I open my mouth to speak, it makes me a proud Sierra Leonean. But now look at the value they put to picking them. And what you make I feel to say is very important. Because if, I'll make a typical example before I begin beat around them, which I go straight to the example I want to make. My primary example here is the fact that we have a president in West Africa, Liberia, who was a former footballer. Now, the only player in the world we don't win world best, Africa's best, European best, all at the same time. George Oponwea. The only player in the world we win the best player in Africa as the continent, the best player in Europe as a continent, and the best player in the world. Only player, we don't do that. He don't win the Ballon d'Or a couple of times, I think. So it gets a record in football where no other player in the world can match as an African player. Fortunately, he became the president of a nation, which is Liberia. Now you tell me, sitting back on your sofa, and you see a name representing America. We not say, yes, America is full of African Americans, Black Americans, and Africans, because these are all different categories of Africans that lives in America. And they can distinguish we by either our names, by our looks, or by our cultural differences that we have. Now you tell me how much value you will place on a president's son, not in step Pikino, not in men Pikino, in biological son, representing another country, where you papa the president of another country. I think that is a big insult to the continent, massive insults to West Africa as a whole, and massive insults to Africa as a continent, because that does not show any good example at all. What's it make they highlight this? Now, because I know like with the golden notion say, oh, hey, it's needed for do it, we also alone president, I don't know what they criticize, we don't oppose them, because we not like them. No. These are some of the crucial things that we take for granted as Africans. And it's about time we look at these issues cautiously, because it affects us as Africans in the diaspora. It also affects the continent, because where your loyalty lies is where you're going to put your money. So now, take, say, George Weah in Peking, they go play for America, and he abandon in Papa in your country. When are they not in Papa na the president of that country? They got right now. Not to say you Papa na footballer, if they play, okay, not play again. But you Papa spent his entire life playing for Liberia, which gave him the opportunity for being the president in Liberia. Because the name where he set, where if they play football, he makes sure say he represents Liberia. He had an opportunity to play for France because the man who scouted him from France was a Frenchman. So basically, he could have naturalized like the DCE and the others. But he didn't. Now, twist this psychology, and you don't go through all these kind of series of trauma, stress, frustration, and you succeed in Europe, and you represent your country. You take your country to the highest heights in football. Unfortunately, you did not go to the World Cup or qualify in any other kind of major tournament, but you represented your country because you're so proud of it. You are so proud to be named representing that country, even though you go through all you credit them, you gallows of honors that we get all over the world, but you still stood tall and represent Liberia. Are you saying you cannot convince your son enough to play for Liberia, to represent Liberia? Because if you're able to convince you don't pick where you born for play for your country, how can you convince others? Especially in a country that you are the president. I think that's a disgrace to Liberia. If we sit back and we don't say nothing about this, I think it is a shame on the continent, and it is a shame for we neighbor, who we call we brother, and we sister them, where they represent Liberia. I saw a Liberian media practitioner, he go crazy online. And when I see this post, I did not know the impact of what this guy be say. Now, until I actually see the bobo. And do I know to even score back for America. So that to me triggers a lot of memories back. And let me make a slight twist to this again. We know Ryan Giggs he got Salon bloodline in Grandpa na Sierra Leone. In real name na being Ryan Wilson. It's taking my name when I Giggs. But he was from Wales. His mom was from Wales. So now Ryan Giggs doing in play days within the Premier League with Manchester United. Yes, if they represent Leeds United, if they represent Wales, if they go play only in few internationals. But those internationals were qualifying internationals and not friendlies. So Ryan Giggs he can choose which game they play for Wales. So as far as the Welshman is concerned, Ryan Giggs was not actually loyal to the country. I don't know if I just come out to. So basically, Ryan Giggs did not represent Wales to the fullest. So the people in our Wales not be actually hail him as much as they hail players like Gary Speed, late memories, and few more other players they really represent. But the reason I can make this example, after Felix, is everything okay? Okay. But the reason I make a concern about this now because after Femi, can you meet quickly if you can? We'll come back to him soon. Definitely we'll come back to him very, very soon. The next maybe a minute or two after I round up the football, we'll come to his special guest for tonight's program, and then we can able to make the announcements, and then we can get some for and discuss the other part of the program. But I'll just wrap this up very quickly. The easier make how they bring this example, because I feel say we need to know some of these things then, because it's very important for picking out the one and part of the warrior. So for me to know the value of side and come out, because otherwise we'll lose them all and they will not have the value then we get. Because the sentimental value that we really refer to as we own country and also will come out from, I think is a shame that we need to pass on that value to picking them. Because there is no way enough if you get for play football. Now, two questions that they ask. One, either you play for Scotland or Sierra Leone, but I think the option clear, you get for play for Salone, because that is definitely where I think his loyalty will land. So I'll make Ryan Giggs as an example, because in not being in total attention to the Wales national team. But after Wales lost the Euros, where they for qualified for doing COVID, for go the second round, the manager resigned. When the manager resigned, unfortunately, they did not have a replacement. And the replacement who they can get now Ryan Giggs. He don't end his football career, he don't go into coaching. Now he can coach the Wales national team. And everybody gave him a cold shoulder. Like, no one time. Why? Because when he was a player, he did not value us as a team. He did not value us as a country. He would select the game the way they play for we and the game the way they play for we. So basically, they don't like him that much for say, oh yeah, okay, we hail this person, we honor him with this, with that, with that, with that. But eventually, he became the coach. In first 3 games, the way he ready for coach, he lost in first 3 games then. Because the coach, the West team, we don't slightly begin old, you need for change some players, and some players they need for go, some players they don't need for go. So unfortunately for him, he struggles within first 3 games. He lost them. But guess what? He brought in new players because he believes in youth. So he built a new team, and that's the way he puts together we build. And the team that the way he takes for win the other couple of games them, we make be able for qualify, for me able for lead up to the end of the qualification for the World Cup. But unfortunately,
hello.
Yes, Mama Dijim Baba. Welcome to the program.
Thank you. We land. I want for interesting conversation. I want to say something.
No problem. I've been featured saying for joining me online because I've been announcing.
No, I fed to now mute me now. So.
Oh, okay. But definitely, because of this reason, Ryan Giggs not gets too much response. So like he win in first few games. Then after that, he made the team qualify. And guess what? They were ready to go for the World Cup. They only have a few more games to play for qualify for the World Cup. Now, then at the knockout stages now, because they don't qualify the first stage, they're now going to the knockout stages for play 2 games for them to qualify for go to the World Cup. Ryan Giggs can get a claim against him. We make it disqualify. He resigned. But guess what? Before Ryan Giggs resigned, he settled the score for all the time then where he not been to show up full commitment to this particular country where he's supposed to represent to the fullest. So he settled the score, they accept her now fully because it don't take them from one level of football history to another level of football history. And the person will succeed them, the person will call near them and tell and say, I want for Lake you be my assistant. Bring or sleep over them and come back to me. And the guy says, sorry, I'm not even going to think about it. I am going to take that opportunity and take the job. So it ended up for be a player on the pitch and also an assistant manager to Ryan Giggs. Fortunately, when Ryan Giggs resigned because of the allegations against him, now that man didn't represent him. So at the moment, now in selection, the youth team where he developed, where he puts together, now he qualified for go play World Cup so after 60 how many years? So that shows you the amount of redemption where Ryan Giggs come back into in life, because otherwise the Welsh people will have never forgive him if he not become successful as he was with the national team. So now do a flip. Will you ever forgive George Weah, where gets the world record in winning the 3 world best, the 3 best players now, all the 3 continents them inside one particular year for make Ian blood boy picking go play for America apart from the country where in Papa day. When that country in Papa represents, say he become president so. Anyway, think about that question and find your answers within yourself. If you go allow you young Peking with such success in your life for represent another country where you believe, say, in loyalty for day with you and the country where it's supposed for days, regardless whether that country they way they England, America, wherever it is, you get the opportunity for play for them country and it is never going to be the same when you play for your motherland. Like nobody not tell you that. It will never be the same. It's not the same atmosphere. It's not the same language. It's not the same characteristics that you will find within yourself as a player. I have played football. I know what it's like where I get people and we believe in me, they watch me. We come out inside there, they watch me. The last day when I even played with Femi, I know how I feel when I score against them. That now one thing I'm not gonna ever forget. Because I'm not just still answer the score against her, I make sure say I score against her. That feeling alone is so better within you as a person. But I left give Juma. Juma, welcome. And say a few things to the viewers them. I know say Femi, they're eager for can't talk and this talk right. But Femi, let's give Juma an opportunity because he's on the road. And at the moment in time, he only get for participate with we online who might not see his video because he's on his way journeying back to another state on a different assignment. Over to you, Juma. Juma, we can't hear you.
Yeah, thank you so much, T-Boy. Do you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you loud and clear.
Can you hear me, T-Boy?
Yes, we can.
Thank you so much, and greetings to our viewers then both on Facebook and YouTube. Sorry, I'm able for joining on our face-to-face today. I'm a voice on our ear because Juma is on the road. You know, but it will be difficult for past a Wednesday unable for engage on all that topic here. On this spot is very interesting and complex, controversial. I don't know. It's a touchy thing, but this go beyond just football. People will not understand the dilemma and the complexities of this because T-Boy don't highlight a lot of things. Firstly, I commend the African countries their way go. And for the first time, I think we have 5 African coaches or managers, now the continent. And for the first time, we get female referees or female officials officiated matches, and one of them, I think, or a couple of them come out Africa. So it's a success. Yeah, it's a success for the continent. It shows that we did grow. And we see the FIFA, lineup. We have our own Sierra Leone there, whether you like it or not. Aisha Johansson is visible, female. Possibly we not able for honoram or possibly unable for create the kind of impact or was not given the opportunity to do what she's supposed to do in Sierra Leone. Regardless of that, but we are happy that she's active, at this World Cup. So that's it. Let's go to the George Weah situation. T-Boy, this is complex. It's not as easy as you think. Only when you're in that situation. Firstly, this man are president.
Yeah.
And like all the other things that we don't highlight the achievement and are one of the world's greatest players and one way Africa will be proud of for Comona a country we're not known as footballing nation, but one individual commodity will dominates the world, Africa, Europe, and the world. And unfortunately for him, he never had the opportunity to play in a World Cup.
Agreed.
He win all the match 10th year, just like Abedi Pele, ever go World Cup. But today in Peking, now the most capped Ghanaian. You understand?
Just one in two Peking them. Thank you.
Right. But when it comes to the George Weah situation, T-Boy, you see, this don't just on the teach we say the world don't move on. When it comes to migration, immigration, and connectivity in the world, it's gone beyond just your border. the world don't move on in every aspect. So you have choices to make. Agree say there are lots of things that we still, you know, it's set in certain ways, you know, but this is one example, complexities of life. One, the papa, always like you say, we cannot fault him. He played for Liberia, but he just did not play for Liberia. But he showed that and supported the Liberian football team, the Nations Cup, where the country been they go through in ordeals them, where the country not get money. George Weah on his own finance the club, the country, for go Nations Cup and go play and participate in World Cup qualifying matches them. He did on his own. So I want to say, I don't want to be his defender here, but I want to say that if possibly he had his way, he would have loved for his son to play for Liberia after him. We don't know. You the born you picking, you know, born yet. Hold on, I come 1 second. Secondly, this young man, another twist as well that you possibly people need to know. George Weah's wife is not Liberian. She's from Jamaica.
Go on. Okay.
The wife is from Jamaica. So I just try for show you what's the try for say globalization, the world don't move beyond borders. It's when you say it's a global village, this is a fact. Yes, boy.
I didn't want to stop you, but I'll stop you now. Please, I beg you. Before we go any further, I will not.
Okay, because there was another thing we have for mention, but stop. Well, I don't know if it's the end of thought before you stop.
No, mention them.
Okay, so what's I want for say? This brings us back to the issue. If we want to relate them to Sierra Leone, we are always crying to say, oh, the diaspora, we have to get all the rights where the people in a salon get. Okay, for example, I'm bringing it home now into politics, voting rights. You know, we get out, we for do this, we for do that. But again, you talk about loyalty. So is it okay for let somebody able get you know, all their rights then they but still maintain the other rights in the other country we get? So this is the other question. So that's why we always get pushbacks from Sierra Leoneans when they say, oh no, you the other side, your other passport, so you not go loyal to me. So this is the one typical example. We don't know the reality, but it's one typical example. I just wanted to mention that. Over to you.
Okay, for just respond to the one of the realities that we make mention, that's the disadvantage of dual citizenship, which sometimes I find it very, very, very difficult to accept it because you don't know where your loyalty lies. At the end of the day, you have to choose where your loyalty lies, where you think you are financially or selfishly benefiting from. But anyway, what I make mention earlier on, that the fact say George Weah did not possibly embed the value of the Liberian culture into his son. That's why his son did not find it very necessary to represent the country. Because let me give an example. If I born me Peking, like come born me Peking, so it talk Creole, like for say don't live in a salon forever. Because what he do, we also not Creole. It eats all the cassava leaf, potato leaf cream. If you know yourself, you don't want no other food. And also, he is more inclined to me salon culture, more so than in Scottish wood or the British system where not going to go away from him. But guess what? If you wake him up today and ask him, where do you want to spend the rest of your life? He will tell you in Sierra Leone, regardless of all things will get a salon. You know why make that possible? That possible? Because from roots, from the baby...
Like I said, T-boy, I make I say, I promise I would say, you they born you begin, you not born your heart. Two, no, yeah, you they try, but people have choice.
George Weah haven't got that choice. He's the president of Liberia. There is
I agree with you.
Okay, no different me chance.
On that level, because whose example where you go set?
Thank you.
I agree with you on that side. If you,
I will deprive my son.
All right.
I will deprive my son not to play for America because I wanted him to play for Sierra Leone. If I am the president of Sierra Leone, I don't have a choice. Femi, over to you.
Yeah, so this topic here, so he look mona, he acts. I mean, where do we start? Where do we stop? Let's be honest. But I think the problem where we get now, identity. So it's how we feel inside. The young man, as you say, as Juma say, Imamano to Liberian. So sometimes he's never grown up having the having Liberian in him. I don't know if you don't go Liberia before him probably president. There's many issues that we can look at, but at the end of the day, I think that its identity is how you feel. Me, I don't tap na Europe most of my life, but if you please me at, you ask me Usa Komot, I am Sierra Leonean first and foremost. If you quiz me blood, na Salon Komot. People like ask me, say, oh, Femi, you go all the school then around the world. But when they talk about your alma mater, you only talk about the Sierra Leone Grammar School. What's happened to all the European school that we go? I have got no allegiance to them. Yes, they at some point I go to school then but at the end of the day, as I say, first and foremost, I'm Sierra Leone and I praise my parents them for that day. I think they from as a young man, they instill in me, say, we tap na the West, if you call on that, but you're first and foremost Sierra Leone, and they make I believe that they up to this age where they so Sierra Leone is always number one. People like you say you can't serve two kings, you can't serve two presidents, and T-Boy argument valid, but as Juma they say, we live in a different age. This is totally different. T-Boy, you Pikimbo Nayaso, mixed heritage, but guess what? It's different. So if T-Boy and Bobo decide now, say, you want to play for England, you want to play for Scotland, that's not too much of a problem. How I see that, because T-Boy is T-Boy. But if T-Boy should become the president of Sierra Leone, then I think, say, agree with T-Boy, say, problem day. We people in our tongue always say, una we de under, una not to Sierra Leoneans, because una know they feel we pain. And we always complain, say we president, say we minister, they know they feel the pain of the civilians, because when it camp and come, then they jump in a plane, then go seek medical attention elsewhere. Where it camp and come, where them picking and get to a certain age, then they ship them, come out of the country, send them go abroad for go study. Where most of the people in our country not get the opportunity then therefore. So I hear what T-Boy is saying, but I think T-Boy, there is an argument both ways. Right now, I should say George Weah, he's happy for his son, because he's been celebrated around the world for in successes the other day. But I should say deep down inside article, the one that say what could have been. In Papa, the Bobo in Papa make name and a country we wasn't known for its football prowess, as Ryan Giggs, as the many others, Gareth Bale, Wales is never gonna win the World Cup. Let's call a spade a spade. Portugal not get for win the World Cup. Okay, yes, they mistake win the European Championship, but they're not gonna win the World Cup. So Ronaldo, has wasted his life. If you are looking that way, they say, he's playing for Portugal. There was a kid playing for Manchester United, I believe, say he gets British heritage, but he decided for go play. I think it was called Yanazai. He decided for go play for in parents and country. The country had parents and come out. Although England come out for them, you get Manchester City, the superstar at the moment. He was born in England. Because in Papa play football in England all these years, but he go play for in country not qualify for the World Cup, but he's seen as one of the best players them where they play football at the moment. So there are many things. We get a lot of Sierra Leoneans, and we cannot this side of the world. We could have played for Sierra Leone, waited for the British or for the English call up. The English call up not ever come, and these players they not ever play international football, but you can't blame them because maybe something they not feel Sierra Leonean enough. So the next thing we get for look at we country and say, how do we advertise our country to the rest of the world? How would they advertise until we picking a woody born outside of Sierra Leone? We as a parent we have to be a little bit more responsible. But again, we camp and come the picking for pick. And if he or she thinks that Sierra Leone isn't worthy, or Africa isn't worthy, or in this case Liberia isn't worthy for my talent, you know, that's how they see and how they feel inside.
Yeah, Femi, you're right in that case, but I think the summary of my argument could be based on the fact that how you bring your picking come up from way small now, so they value the culture where they embed in them. Because kids are always there to be kids. And what will they embed in them when they're small, then they grow up with when they're old. So basically, if we don't put the value of the culture in them. Yeah.
Yeah, the other thing I want to add on this as well, you know, just like we say, it's a tough situation. Because you have to understand first, say, that Peking, they possibly born at the time where Liberia was unstable, okay? Liberia has been, you know, a war country, a conflict zone, where possibly not been getting the opportunity for let it go to care and go there that much for let it relate, that are one thing. So that was not out of choice, it was by, you know, default, that thing there. But I'm not making excuses, but we need to draw some of these things. And for me, the way they look at this is beyond just football, because the way where you highlight them, now a lesson for everybody, for land. Say if your generation will get for take after you, you have to know what you want to let them know and try for influence them in your own way. At the end of the day, if they don't have, if they decided to make their choice, then there is nothing you can do. I saw a picture, George, where, you know, having, you know, just gets.
Okay, Juma, you already break and I need to get it clear. You need to break. Juma, what I over you to the friend one water
with in Peking and
would you struggle for them? Why
U.S. men's team? Okay, I know he was there. He stood there. You can see him that.
You must start again because we lost you and you down. Juma, let me you might even keep family laugh. Not for Holland.
Yeah, with my son. There's no connection. You know, they feel the chemistry. All right, carry on. Okay.
No. You sound with it down. Go back again. Do a recap, quick recap on the last.
You hear me now?
Yes, we hear you now. You know the green color again.
You hear me?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, so like I say it was interesting, you know, where you see George Weah, they go get lunch with in Peking and the men's you know, US men's team. You'll see him, he stood there. Well, he looks ordinary. There's no chemistry. You look at that guy, you know, say, okay, he is not happy. He's just there to support his son. But he wasn't happy too, you know. But what can you do?
No, but you see, the general perspective of the argument where they bring come is just lessons learned. Because we never know who's will they end up tomorrow in we career paths. Like where Femi say, I am only T-born. If we begin choose to go play for England or Scotland, who cares? Nobody will ask me any question. But they say, well, man, but you know, maybe you can play for us, but you're not try you. But George Weah is not just George Weah. Forget about his presidency at one moment, yeah? Forget about his presidency. Now just look at him as an individual and the success story behind him as an African player. And you look at Abidi Pele, played his entire footballing career in France. He never naturalized. He went back and forth representing Ghana. In Peking, where he born, I believe say he born the all inside France. But guess what? They represented Ghana. As we speak today, who knew that those two boys will be playing for Ghana today? Who knew that those two boys will be representing Ghana in the World Cup? Who knew that they will be successful players? But now they represent Ghana. So today, one is a captain, the other one is a player. And they've been in the Ghanaian team for the past 7 or 10 years, I would say. And they've been doing extremely well. So the heritage of their father never wipes away. Because when you remember the Ayu brothers, who do you mind to go to? Now, Abidi Pele. They don't call them no more Pele, but when you look at Kwame Ayu, they will be known as Abidi Pele. Naina be the African Pele those days. So basically, the lineage of their football career still.
And again, not to prolong it, T-boy, with the Abedi Pele situation. That just it's not just about Abedi Pele, but it's about Ghanaians because they then teach them Pan-Africanism for make sure say they embrace their country, everything Ghanaian. And if we look today, the rest of Africa, everyone wants to copy Ghana. Everyone wants to wear the Ghanaian thing and all of that because that's what their forefathers then teach them. They're not saying.
But remember, before the last World Cup, the World Cup before the last World Cup, we have the Boateng brothers. 2 of them were from Ghana with Ghanaian parents, and one of them chose to represent Germany. The other one go play for Ghana. So basically, these are the differences we're having right now. Because they were born in Germany, then grew up in Germany. Now Germany they know as their homes. But the older one decided to go and represent Ghana. Whether he got problem there, because I believe personally it was an issue with his character and his ability was not challenged because he was extremely good, better than the younger one. But the younger one was more or less like German than the older one. But the argument no go done. But I go to Femi.
Oh, me too, brother. They don't begin faith. So yeah, again, as I say, you spot on. Imagine you didn't at the same football pitch. You they play against your brother. A few weeks ago, when they played at Budges Park, we go play one football tournament, and Junior Parade asked me, say, "Hey, Femi, they can't play against T-Boy today, and they can't so that they can't win today." And it's true. And T-Boy was it be one score against we. It will make them beat we. Even though when I think Nami first score. So the game Nami first score a score for the DJ Union, and then T-Boy can equalize later on. So the game draw. Yeah, we not beat them, they not beat the game draw. But he had time because I score. And Insai be one score. So there was a little bit of side competition there where it was bigger than just the game. So now I'd imagine, see, T-Boy me and like a brother, but we'll not sleep now one belly. But imagine the Boateng brothers, them, the brothers, they grew up, they played football together. One get the opportunity for play for Germany, one decides to, decides to in the play for Ghana, and they meet up on a football pitch. Imagine how they go feel against each other. For me, I said it's a whole thing about identities, how you feel inside. But in T-Boy argument, it's bigger than just football. Abedi Pele, I should say in picking them, he can play for any other country in the world if they want them for go in the Arab world and play for one of them countries. So, but again, they were always going to play for Ghana because of who he stood for. Or what he stood for. He was Mr. Ghana football. You can't talk about Ghanaian football, you not talk about Abedi Pele. So I think, say, really and truly, when picking and they go up, it make they understand Dandy. And I think, say, George Weah hasn't done that for one reason or another. Maybe he was never around where the Bobo Bini grew up. So sometimes the Bobo grew up with him, Mama, something later on in life. I don't know. None of us know the history. But as Juma says, sometimes he wasn't happy just standing there. He went there to support his son as a father. But I should say, if you pleading at him for which say in picking before they make them kind name also for Liberia, I'm sure say that not the case. But again, I think he needs to take some responsibility, and we all need to take responsibility for the picking that will be born. Brain drain, what they talk about brain drain. We can always talk about teachers, lawyers, doctors, nurses, but it's across, the Whitman them kind of with side of the wall, and where they ready for take people them into slavery, they took the strongest ones. Yeah, that's what they came for. Then they don't capture you down. Then they check your teeth them. Then they check your hand, your muscles them. Then they check the woman them. For say this person will be able to multiply this kind of breed of Pekin. So they chose the best out of the one them we then go with. And that is still happening. When they give you visa them for come, now this side of the world for can study then give you scholarship into some universities, them they weed we out, then take the one they weed and think say go excel, then they left the rest. So there is these are issues then we're not going to allow the continent for develop. They will take all the thing that we literally go able help we forget onto a level par with them and left we with the rest. And be it football, be it medicine, be it education, be it whatever you want to call them, we need as people that we slightly enlightened, we need for the tell we next generation and we other people and say if we want Africa to develop, really we need for fan we for retain with strength, for retain with intelligence, for retain with skill levels. But it's hard because our ministers, our presidents around Africa do not make it easy for us. They provide the infrastructure we take for make we able for cultivate their mindset also, then strength they also in Africa and make them able for develop and contribute to Africa's development. I think so. This conversation we get for me, I see it as a bigger picture, as it's not just about football. It's about the growth of Africa, and it's about what we can do. Individually, it's good. Yes, me picking go play for America, go score for America. That individual thing is good, but collectively as Africans, that we need for begin for T-boy left what you do, go salon, go contribute. Juma left what you do, Femi, let's go contribute. And we picking the world born, we get for tell and say something we not go able, but we go possibly begin put the stepping stones in place for make una go able for achieve waiting we dream for, which you grandpa then die for, which you great grandpa then die for. That's what we need for make we begin to understand.
All right, thank you very much, Femi. I'm sure that will be your wrapping statement for the football saga. Juma, over to you.
No, I think you've said it all, and can you hear me?
Yes, we hear you loud and clear.
Yeah, so you've said it all, and like again, Mr. Ben subscribe to that. Say this is a big picture conversation where they beyond just football, and of course, it's a big lessons learned. And Mrs. F. now I think I have two girls, and it don't make me worried. Say what happens if me picking can't tell me say, Baba, I'm not going to Sierra Leone. I don't want to represent Sierra Leone in this. So that don't begin make me worry. But again, like when you talk earlier, so imagine Liberia being qualified for the World Cup and then they play against America.
Thank you.
And George Weah is the president. Who say for support? Who say allegiance to in Pekin or to in country? So that makes it all complex and it's unfortunate. It is unfortunate. It's a bittersweet situation. Now America they celebrate some, yeah. Then they link out to Liberia, and Liberia upset because they don't lose one of them best to another country. So I hope we viewers them go understand. Say this is beyond football in the pitch, but around waiting to make the continent grow. That's my last word for this.
Thank you very much, Juma. And I believe that is what we're all looking forward to, because at the end of the day, I think if we get we own Pekin for represents we now we continent, I think it not just will make a difference, but it will also encourage others for be part of the ball rolling thing. Because if we get one or two Africa's best representing European countries, it means we will lose the Africans best, they will be born at this part of the world. Like somebody said at the chat, there is a Ghanaian brother, one they play for Spain and the other they play for Ghana. They are Williams. And definitely, you see these names, you don't even need to ask questions. There's also one where they play for Saudi Arabia, with a Ghanaian name, but then plenty. But like I say, my argument on this is just the fact that we need to teach our kids the pride of where we are from. We need to embed into them with culture. Whether they don't like Camo, they like Camo, that is where they came from. They should believe in it. If they choose otherwise when they're old enough, that's fine. But the easy will make it will be good, because we will leave them a legacy that we have possibly been taught by our own great parents, and we parent them. We go for pass them legacy they are on. Englishman, I like a born in Pekin say one thing they way they teach them fish and chips. And then they go past that. And the second thing for celebration, now in roast, we will be in steak or beef on bone, and with in pie, with in mashed potatoes. That is their regulars. Englishman not go ever go to Europe if they ask for English breakfast: toast, bacon, sausage, and egg, or beans. So these are the values that they will never live without, even though they know that they're going to eat. Then they ask, do you have English breakfast? Now the hotels, they way they go to Europe. So if we not teach with Pekin and the value of where we are from, we not only they lose them, like a family say, we lose the best. And we will lose the best to that again, the same people that we don't enslave, we will not take the strongest. Now they are taking the best in terms of their capacity in knowledge, in terms of their ability in sport, in terms of their credentials in anything they do. So we as African parents have to be very mindful and look at how we deal with this situation going forward. Because otherwise, we are not losing just our kids to the West, but we are losing the best of ours to the West. And that means we will ever continue for creep. If you now look how many people are representing in the English or the British Parliament right now, we have couples who are from Africa, from Sierra Leone, from Ghana, and now we get one, we're still there, from Sierra Leone. And we Prime Minister, not from India or Pakistan. So basically, the shifts, they happen. But it is never going to be the same. I will bet you my life, Rishi Sunak will never win an election in this country. I will bet you my life. He's going to make it a push election for the next 2 years or 1 year, one and a half year, because he knows for sure he will not win an election in this country. That's the only chance he will ever have to be a prime minister. So he therefore take advantage of him to the best of his ability. So look, we not sit down, we allow Pekin and drifted away, not because of their fault, now because we not teach them the values of where we are from. Forget about, say, you're in England, you're there for 20, 30, 40, 50, 60 years. I have met so many British born. Then Lex Salon pass me and you. Everything they do is Sierra Leone. So look, we not can make with fakeness. Some of you know to you born safe. But we need to even teach you begin half of the culture who sabi, because we know how to make them confused. Oh, I know I'm making language corrupt. Forget all that, man. Let's come to the reality of who we are, represents to the fullest, and be who that you be. Because nothing will change you. You will ever remain to be you, even if you turn Michael Jackson. He will ever remain to be Michael Jackson. Nothing will change him. Alexef embody na silver. He will forever remain to be Michael Jackson because I saw them born, I saw he be. But thank you very much for looking and listening to that. We will talk on football. Now we move on to something else. And there's something else we move on to. Now, one of the things that we also they take for granted, but sometimes we question, and when we question things like this, people think we are crazy, people think we don't know what we're saying, people think we don't know what we're doing. Now, the ECL, Electoral Commission of Sierra Leone, don't release them voter registration figures, and we ask the question whether these figures are credible or not. Because now based on their figures they are, so they want for increase the representation, they want for go to the PR system, they want for make sure that they add 1 or 2 more new constituencies them for me they're able for use something we possibly go against the voters' rights. But in this discussion, we get a surprise guest. We join me, and I'm going to introduce you guest to now somebody that part of the political atmosphere in Sierra Leone. He don't represent Salon to the fullest. He also did at the opposition party, we at the APC. But he was a former honorable. But a former honorable is always going to be honorable because that is a title that will remain until the day God take your life. So I introduce to now Honorable Amadou Fofana of former constituency 109, we now in constituency 127, commonly known as Honorable Fofi. Honorable Fofi, welcome to the program and say hello to the viewers there. And I know say you day online with me right now. So over to you, sir.
We fumble them. Yes, we fumble them. All the world what they watch. And good evening.
Honorable, I'm not saying you're a former honorable and you always remain to be a honorable. Tell us a little bit about your representation in Parliament. Then tell me what's been telling before we come to the ECL results.
Well, then time who in the Parliament, I'm telling you, the atmosphere be different from within the day now. because the thing will be in the we government and we party leaders we get some issues the dialogue with the opposition, so we always they come out in and happily we all laugh together, and so we've been in our parliament, you know, and thank God to the president who been there that Sunday, President Anis by Chroma, because not even believe on dialogue. We tell we say on a dialogue with them. So I'm thinking they will say we party leadership side, I say President Chroma, the kind side, they call the leadership, the SLPP, because we SLPP, they call the leadership donors. Me go into them and then the back
Okay, I think you sound down small a little bit at that particular area there, but let's move on. You miss being in parliament? I know say you don't serve now for 4 years because of the disadvantage. So over to you. You did it down bit. We need to get you too much.
Hello. Hello.
Yeah, you network look the ground a little bit.
Will it get me clear?
Yeah, will it get you clear now?
Will it get me clear?
Yeah.
Small, better now?
Yes, better now. That's much better.
Okay. As I say, I will repeat again, the 10 will be in parliament is different. Because we will get a president,
Okay, we look the struggle with Honorable in sound small. Okay, Honorable with the struggle with sound small. I don't know if you could try for logging back again. Log out and logging back again and see if we can forget you sound slightly clearer. We get but you sounded down. You volume they go down, they come back up. We need to get you clearly at all. But try
it. Now, and it gets me clearly.
Yeah, will get you clear now. So I just really ask you whether you miss Parliament. I know you don't represent for the past 4 years. What has it been like for you?
Yes, of course. I miss Parliament so much because waiting carry me go on politics na humanity. I don't serve my communities I come out from at the go school till, you know, when time reach for president, can represent me, so I take inside politics. So I feel because I'm not there for represent me people, I'm not there for look after me people in parliament. Even though I still they look after them out of parliament because I didn't have my community, I still they serve them, they do what they're able to do. But as I say, make us start to nobody gets there. I say we get different this parliament because the government who been get that attended the leadership then believe in dialogue.
Okay.
We always the dialogue appreciate for come out certain things then. We get so many turning issues and intending, but believe you me, come out victorious we all as Sierra Leoneans. We raise behind the all we gladly as MPs them. But now it's difficult, honestly, because now like anything with them people they want to do. You know, this poor name would make I wish that makes something they even will born be careful name what they is. Because the way they give us, you need to follow around. This poor business, wow. And we did all this in our parliament. It's so sad.
Okay.
It's so sad.
Well, you know? I'm not saying a lot has happened within the past couple of hours in Freetown, but let me go straight to the discussion we engage in. I'm not saying you know about the registration system, doing the process of registration at Freetown within the past couple of months, and the Electoral Commission Sierra Leone pull a tentative results, and that result then look like one for work on for develop them into what's in one for use for the PR system. How credible is this electoral commission results we come out for now? We not just the provisional registration data we don't release. How credible you feel to say this data be? When what you know so far and the registration process will happen at Salon? Because we go through the figures then very soon. But I get your opinion on that first.
Well, honestly, we particularly think the information they're giving at that, the figure they not tally. But that figure they didn't give. And we're happy that they face out now for later. People get not to registration now with the same fee, census figure for demarcate to do the system, like go straight to the PR system because they don't come out from the constituency now. Now that now we worry. Because if you then use that figure, those figure for do something with them, with this registration figure, it not match. Because the census figure for Freetown alone and the registration figure of free for Freetown, we all see the difference. So now that now the worry. And the one the PR system now we thought, you know that then they do now. The one force them now we thought. We're very, very fear for the people of Sierra Leone. I will go straight to that point, but I'm not going to wait till you ask me because that make would they so bad that the news today all over the world with waiting up in a parliament. We're very, very hot. Very hot.
Let me go first to the data itself, because on the data way, the Electoral Commission alone don't actually send out to the public. My own discrepancies now on few things that we are see. One, the fact say, when you put, we all don't live in the province. We don't live Kenema, of course, and of course you don't live Kenema for some time. You know how Kenema population day. We don't live Bo. At some point, I don't know how Bo population day. But we also clearly say Freetown is one of the most densely populated area in Sierra Leone. Even though now one of the smallest region, but it's densely populated. How on earth Freetown puts together rural and urban is still not a match the figures that we come on at Bottom and Kenematon. How can that be possible?
Well, as I say, we data team, they still look at the data. Firstly, we see the figure that we still the what figure that we come out. Because for rural and western area, as you say, the rural and we come out Kenema, the pass far away, pass on. Because the two figure the way they agree for western area and western urban, we total they give about 927,783 to rural and urban. Where it pass the figure we come out now. We pass them, fair enough, we pass them. But even at that, we still express some dissatisfaction because now you tell me, say now, you get double registration, underage, and you know, even give we then figure by company, it just a ball figure. Western rural, 336,221. Western 500,560. Break down then figure before we even camp on this exhibition tomorrow. Because tomorrow now, when I go for exhibit then figure when I go paste time at the station there, now that will be feel nothing will happen tomorrow. But when I even tell me say the total people who register ward so now this figure. Each center, because the center they all get number. The center they all get code. Now each ward. I'm not giving that number. No, figure then they code center by center, word by word, constituency. But they don't give you all that. They don't give you ball figure, boom, now face. They don't scatter in our face. You understand? But the public, I mean, we don't know. So we still confused. This pauper issue, we still confused.
So is this kind of for the results waiting there for broadcast tomorrow? Because apparently then for start the verification process tomorrow. If this guy forbid the results, we then get for puts now all the word and station.
Recording stopped.
Are you saying that is going to be the legitimate document for the registration process we happened within the past couple of months?
Well, I'm not going to say so. We wait for see, because tomorrow people are going to go verify themselves. They don't tell you say about 200 and something people are not in at the list. They don't we pull them. I mean, they are so tomorrow people are going to start for go verify themselves. After that, the party in Tally Center still they take note. We go there tomorrow. We go get people who go there around there. We go to look people and they can verify anybody we not see name. We get people who go take tea. Then we cross stage for see. Then after this stage, I should say the party Tally Center will make a guarantee statement, because the leader of the opposition will say them for audit them here, for audit this registration figures then.
Okay.
If we go proper, if we do proper audit. But as I say, it's not government. We know the listing. They know the listing. They know respect the view of the citizen, because politics aside from APC. Apart from APC, we still not citizen of Sierra Leone who get to your right as citizen.
That's true.
And so now,
I know say this data where ECSL don't actually dish out as the provisional one. Now impossible and go post out tomorrow. Is it something that led up to the chaos we happen in Parliament today, and how did that happen? If you get any information on that.
Well, what happened at Parliament today? You know, this government, well, the Speaker of Parliament, I would say the government, the leadership in the Parliament, are dishonesty, because they very well know say, bill gets a process where it go. Then carry this bill in Parliament. Gazette. We by right, therefore Gazette consider instrument, pass some rules and regulation. But it's wrong. Because how you going to make rules and regulation for something get unconstitutional action? Because boy,
okay, now we look at you sound like a break again. Someone can make clear.
The Parliament, hello? They get me now? Are they getting me?
Now? Yeah, much better.
The parliamentarian then pick them up. They say, no one can party on that.
Okay. You did down again.
Okay, well, I don't know why. Hello?
Okay, no, you did down.
The headphone. Hello?
Yes. Okay, now headphone you done. Okay,
you get me now?
Yeah, we'll get you now loud and clear.
You understand?
Okay.
Them pull out. They withdraw from the bill with them can go then pull out. Then later now, the speaker say the for Klango Parliament safe because the president get right for declare because they don't amend section 38, 2002. Okay, if they don't amend section, even though it gets conditions then before you go apply the bill, let me left down their side. If they amend them, they not be amend what you want to go parliament today so now.
Recording in progress.
It don't match that amendment. It don't match that amendment because una don't change something they back. When they may amend in 2002, they not been do nothing but councillor, say independent candidate to councillor. The laws they want to carry parliament go today, if they say una don't create situation for councillors there, independent candidate. We understand. And if na so una don't do then una don't alter the constitution.
So basically, they add more content than the previous one where they say they don't amend.
Yes.
So they send a new documents now where not match the old documents we already amendment.
No.
Okay.
Yeah. Remember the first document where Salon people, even the parliamentarian object, because if you say you go to PR system, you understand, and una parliament for alter the seats. But parliament not alter, no seat that any. But now we understand, say, the speaker don't say parliament don't alter seat. They add 2 more seats to the normal seat within a parliament. You understand? And now we don't know, you understand? So that means if una come with the lawyer now, they say, una don't create situation for like independent candidate get right for contest, cancel or them, una don't modify for cancel or them. That means to say, una don't alter the constitution because that will not be there by the 2007.
So basically, there is 2 added more constituencies and 2 more added everything from councillor and every representation. No, not been done initially.
Yes, now the parliament, they say they add 2 more in parliament. You understand? Well, and this law wouldn't go together. So because now constitutional instruments, they amend the constitution, then suppose for gazetteer.
Right.
And Sylvia Blyden go down there today. Of course, they don't issue because the Mohamed Crook pull one gazette, say then gazetteer. But Sylvia Blyden don't pull the video now. When he go the man, the officer in charge, the shop say, no, they no gazette, they no carry the gazette pay. Because they know all things, and when the parliamentarian today begin raise issues, then chaos in the parliament. They pull the parliamentarian and the police go walk them out.
So this is the second time in history this happen at Salon Parliament. What's in the parliamentarian then get for do towards this? Because it is not legitimate under the Constitution of Sierra Leone for make you allow any kind of forces for enter the world of parliament. So what would be the repercussion of this particular activity from the parliamentarians?
Well, I don't want to for them now because the leadership meet and they will come out in consultation with the party. They come out with a decision where they will take. But all that means they say it's very unfair for the world see we today back. Panting we not correct. We are the first some pauper. You hear the clerk they tell them say, "Una walk them out. Una pull them out." They born the video. You hear I'm so people now. It's so very unfair.
So do you think it's the disadvantage because the leader of the opposition and the country make them take that advantage or then just feel they can just take the advantage regardless whether the leader of the opposition there or not?
No, even if the leader of the opposition be doing, then you go for do one because they know see what in them they do not right. People do not. I want to allow people to express their own view, stand at the well of parliament, let the world they see say them tell them what you do so not wrong. They're not there na the archive of parliament. Make them do so and say, Pauper, we go pass some not go up, you go left both.
Okay.
It's not correct.
Okay.
It's a bad precedent for the country.
Okay, let her bring Juma come in. Maybe go on for ask you 1 or 2 things. Juma, over to you. We get Honorable Fofi.
Before you bring Juma, before you bring Juma, I just want to say this. Because you get people, you get paid agents there where they try to distract me as a party.
When you say paid agents, what do you mean specifically?
Well, I will say so because if people only see the correct thing, then they try to support the government of the day, what the government they do it wrong. Where some of them people there say then are civil society, then are journalists there, then are international people there. They call them paid agents. Because some of these people are the same people in a way, being supporting Madabio, then campaign against the government vigorously with all kinds of deceptive and lies for let them pull in a power. Now then same people that don't come back, then they criticize Madabio publicly, then they do Madabio in work at the corner. I will say that.
So they are doing double roles.
Why are they say that? Because now opposition leader.
Okay, Honorable, you can't again down back again.
Because now the
yeah, go on. Yes, it's much better.
Yeah. Now the parliament, it they go represent. When before it left, then discourse. This not be supposed for them at the other paper because they get criteria then for meet force. Just like what they said, they go for gazette and blah blah blah. So now deception for let the leader of government, the opposition leader don't let's go represent the parliament because now ECOWAS go represent, then I'll lead in a parliament. And the parliament, we know that so parliament now the winding stage is this so now. They got to go update the ECOWAS parliament about things there. When you don't left, then they put another other paper. But even if you been there, then go do what and do so because now the wrong thing and they do, and they know they want to cover up things.
Okay.
That then they do so.
Okay, that's very clear. Okay, Juma, over to you.
Hello, C-Boy.
Yes, Juma, we hear you loud and clear.
Yeah, Honorable Fofi, welcome. Before me ask question, I just want to say a few things, you know, for set certain things, and because also the first conversation this would on at this platform.
Yeah.
One, with midterm census. Two, voter registration. We highlight everything where they happen today, say this get forbid the results of things. But like the Honorable say, people not they listen. In the first place, you started say the 2015 census figures being wrong, right? It been faulty, the data been faulty. Not also them say T-Boy, now that make them they do a midterm census.
Yeah.
But now you say you they create new constitutions using the midterm census figures, and you they go length figures by the 2015 figures the way you say wrong. The 2015 census. You they go take figures. For creating new constituencies. So the one we be already say that data they faulty. You they go length they back figures there for can add by your midterm census where not fits the bill. Where people let tell you say you will not be able to use this for anything, it's not credible in the first place. Okay, now you go take from the same way it is.
Okay, Juma, that is credible. How can you use the data that you did not collect yourself to verify what you want to do?
Thank you very much. That is one, so that you don't say that data faulty. Right. So that's going to show you the deception, the crook, you know, and the bad things. These people, I will tell you for free, is not like this government wants an election to go on in 2023. Okay? So then they create every havoc, every situation for create conflict. This is what it's looking like now. And now you have ECSL, we're supposed to be independent institution. Last program, we analyzed the Electoral Commission and IR. Say, how you go get all that kind of qualification, they can't do the same kind of rubbish way they do so right now. So it is really, really sad for a country, for let people and sit down, they watch that in there and want to blame opposition. I would say that in the first place. So you know, then
you blame on opposition. You say they blame opposition. What is the exact blame on opposition on this particular one? Well,
again, this government always you find out say the mantra is so the opposition no one for allow them for do their work. But you doing illegal stuff and you want people to be a party to that. Okay. You know, nobody want to be a party to illegal things. Then that what? Now, for example, like the one they hold the opposition leader, leader of the opposition not in at all. The leader of opposition gets a lot of other things they do, firstly. Secondly, there was no idea, say, they will go discuss this. Now, parliament, then it's covered. The paper was sent out yesterday, evening time, after 6.
So it was sitting.
It was even the members of parliament only see on social media. On social media, and the members of parliament see this still.
Yeah, but that's not so surprising.
The reason we make the APC MPs then go team up because if they allow for let the paper lay at the table there, then means say then go after 21 days it can mature into law. So then therefore make sure say they not allow for let the paper lay at the table. So that was the for what you call them because this one also something where they go sit down. They argued and debate. So no. If you see them lay and they capable for being matured to law. So after 21 days, so that is why they stood their ground today to say no, you're not going to lay this because you know we don't gazette them in the first place. The public know about this. We are not aware of this, and it is illegal. So that's what it is. But Honorable,
yes, sir.
A lot of these things don't they happen. What you know is like waiting the party, the party members of parliament need for do now for send a strong signal and put this to stop? Because if they continue for this, like because they are getting away with it, what do you think they need? What do you think the opposition need to do now? And you've been done in a parliament. You don't say a lot of dialogue been done, they take place, but this is not happening now. What do you think say the opposition for do? For let it stop once and for all.
Yeah, yes, Juma, a very sensitive question. This is not a difficult thing. Because the reason why make us in a difficult task, Juma, the only thing where the opposition gets for do, now for take the matter go to court. The court now the final inhabiter of justice we all know. But looking at the court itself again, my brother, almost case they don't go with the way na so no more. They know they call them, na so left, na so then go delay them. A difficult situation. Where you badly, bad government, and the so now. Juma, because as I say, where people who say they're educated, where they're ready and they say parliament get parliament. Wow. Parliament no get power with the judiciary. The judiciary doesn't get the power. Parliament no get.
But the power where the judiciary gets
imagine.
Do you trust that power?
No, well, then they get the power for dispense justice. Now that's I mean.
Yeah, no.
Now
You
they get
trust
the power
for dispense justice as alone right now?
Well, now we get what you go say, T-boy. If they dispense that for we know, right? We go international court. But now the law that the country get for good before.
Okay, now you sounded down back a bit on that.
Get for work on that we law court, then get for work on her, honestly. Okay. Because now then they make it come on. Parliament not get no power. T-boy, the drafters of the constitution paid. For being a parliamentarian, the qualifications are just for able to speak English. Not also.
Yes.
You know the qualification for being right.
Yeah.
So you know the qualification for being a judge?
No.
You know the qualification for being a judge, for being a magistrate, and for being a high court judge? If you don't tell that the judiciary, if you don't practice your courts,
is it 10,
20, 15 years?
Yeah.
You understand?
Yeah.
So it deliberates. So that they tell you to them people and they forget a lot of wisdom. And look how they appoint a judge. They get the president will just appoint a judge. If they appoint a judge on the advice or the consultation of the legal waiting and call the legal judiciary is something in a way that they consult for appoint a judge. President of the cabinet may appoint a judge from nowhere. So then people and they forget wisdom. They forget the independence.
Honorable, I totally agree with you. Because I clearly understand, say, somebody of me age or possibly where a big pass now George Nasalone. And I find that to be very, very, very strange. Unfortunately, now George, but I look at the criteria of what you just highlight. So what's in the criteria for making you become a judge in Sierra Leone? I think is a minimum of 10 years service as at the senior level of your career. So you get some kind of experience. You possibly for not work in a various different court system for making you become a judge. But I don't think it's the same way. So to me, my biggest question over the past 15 years or 20 years in Salon, now with judiciary. And if you say to me right now, the judiciary is more powerful, where we believe, say yes, more powerful than parliaments where they sit on the laws then for me the judiciary execute, or that they put the full honors to. Because if they pass any bill in parliament and parliament verify and sanction that bill there, doesn't mean they are giving the powers to the judiciary for implement. What if the judiciary
see boy,
Who will be held responsible?
Seaboy.
Okay, Juma, one kind, sir.
Yes, Juma.
Yeah, you know, let me say a couple of things. You see, people, they miss sometimes, you know, and this is bad. You know why? Because a lot of misconception, they go out where people get for be aware of, because that make, it's like some people, they help the bad things for let people perpetrate the bad things the way they happen by blaming others.
Yeah.
And the reason why I make a one for say this is this. Because parliament, when you say something past na parliament, yes, parliament, you just like when you get a football team. But there's a process. If the process is wrong,
you're going, Juma.
Everything about that thing you go for go past is wrong. It don't mean say because I go sit on a parliament. Hello, it don't mean say because I go sit on a parliament, means say I agree with waiting and they can pass it. If the procedures they're wrong, everything about that particular thing is wrong. And what we have seen with this government from day one, where you don't witness to date, they do not care about procedures, they do not care about processes, they will only do what pleases them. And then at the end of the day, for let them make the argument sweet, they say, oh, now the parliamentarians.
Okay, Juma, you sound...
Then your mindset will not be very deceptive.
Yes.
You know, you hear me?
Yeah, we hear you now, go on.
Yeah, where I find very deceptive. That make me not elect for bulk conversation, say the parliament. The parliament, you get one, then don't change a lot of things. First, you get opposition leader, then you get majority and minority leader, where then can't change them because they were on minority, then begin change their first, say leader of government business. So then go take so that they go in control of everything. So you get leader of government business, you get clerk, then you get the speaker.
So basically, they create new offices titles so that they
you understand? So if you don't get the bad things, then exactly. Then when they're ready for blame, they say, oh, the parliament. Then your mindset, you are not looking at the one the way they perpetrate the act. You they look at the opposition, say the opposition weak. So there was a fighting that they stood. And team up their friends, stand and ground. But then they not stop the speaker and the rubbish, I call them, clerk, the Dominion clerk, clerk of parliament, we get fake degree, for say let them call police and push people and come out stado because they're not so honorable them. You're not so honorable, you get fake degree first. You go to PhD when not fake. Then you don't go tell people and say they're not honorable. It's so disgusting, you know. So I just wanted to add that into the conversation. Sorry.
And T-boy.
Yes, go on.
Who they ask me just now say why I say the judiciary is powerful, the parliament not powerful.
Yeah.
The judiciary powerful past the parliament far away. T-boy, the constitution, Salon Constitution, section 122. I will read them for you. It said the judiciary shall have jurisdiction in all matters, civil and criminal, including matters relating to this constitution and such other matters in respect of which parliament may, by or under an act of parliament, confer jurisdiction on the judiciary. See-boy, parliament can pass law tomorrow. Somebody take and go to court. The court say that law is not correct. Now the court's not understand.
Okay. That is clear. I understand that.
You understand? So the judiciary is powerful, not the parliament.
Okay, so putting a question.
Parliament, president, by extension, the executive, not part of parliament. Because president not part of parliament.
Okay.
And how parliamentarian defend themselves in parliament? The first criteria, now for you party give you symbol.
Yeah.
And for when you party don't give you the symbol, if you go to parliament, you talk against your party, the same Salon Constitution says the seven can get right for you party. You pull you in parliament. So who's powerful? Parliament powerful. The judiciary, nobody know the pull them, the way you want to sack them. He gets rule, he get law for such a judge. You know that?
But that is the question I want to ask. The question I want to ask, who is responsible for change the judiciary if they don't perform as expected? That's the question I want to ask. Because once you can ask that question, now the parliament, they accept and seal the laws the way they want for make the judiciary execute.
Yes.
If the judiciary not execute the laws the way parliament don't seal, who is going to hold them accountable? Is my question to you as a honorable.
Then get a legal, I think, service commission who are responsible if the judge they not perform. We make up of different people there. I think the bar association get rep the court, then get the people who get rep, then get the legal service commission who are responsible if the judge not dispense justice or somebody appeal against the judge or somebody say this judgment. But after you don't exhaust all the courts, because you know the court then they by level. If you go to magistrate court, you know right for you, you go to appeal court. If you go to appeal court, you know right for you, you go to Supreme Court. You should understand the court then they by level. You understand? So now like earlier on I tell you, say, until we fix the courts, T-boy. If we not fix the court, no problem, because elect in parliament, you mark you, then the government say parliament powerful. Before, well, even though they don't reduce the power of parliament that are sided, before, when the Auditor General audits, then call the audit report go parliament. Parliament role, now for try for reconcile. Because sometimes the ministry can say, we can get the document, but we'll wait for submitter. Parliament do that.
We need to get it clear again. You volume down the
See, boy.
Yes, Juma.
Why should they get honorable? They ask interesting question about the judiciary. But I'll tell you one interesting thing. The head of the judiciary, when I the Attorney General, now in the care go law and a parliamentary, for say their lawyer go create chaos in the country. Can you imagine? The way the Attorney General is supposed to be head of the judiciary. You know, this not to order upon a lawyer. You keep business. You know, say this law what bring and can it can cause confusion, they cause problem for the country, they threaten the peace and security of the country. But because of party politics, he rather care and go there. So can you imagine?
Okay.
If you are the head of the judiciary, get mind the court for Kego, when I supposed to advise government, say no, this way also if we bring a kind of problem, it not go good for the country, it not go push with democracy go before, it will continue for undermine all the good things and undermine threatening with peace and security. Attorney General will rather take those laws to that parliament. Example for you, Charles Mackay, why then sack him T-boy? Because they knew as Attorney General, he was not a pushover where somebody go tell and say, can't go this rubbish to yonder. Because the man get integrity for maintaining, it don't work for the number of years we don't work for. But you get people always saying ahead of a judiciary that they can go rubbish law at the parliament.
Okay.
So if the head of judiciary don't care go rubbish, who go stand there?
All right, so that brings me to the question where I always asked for the past couple of years that the judiciary system and the biggest problem we get in Salodi make we consider like I so. But Honorable, if you're still there, I want to bring you come into one more other question on this particular issue. What do you feel would be the solution going forward for everybody involved, the political parties involved, parliamentarians, for the fact say we don't get two incidents like this in a major scale where we get interference of the police forces them or the forces of Sierra Leone for intervene inside parliament? What do you feel to say would be the solution or would be some of the action points? I'm not saying enough for talk for MPs them, but you were once a member of parliament. If you were still there today, what would be your opinion of the next step going forward?
T-boy is very, very wrong. Because Salon say, we put in that wealthy. Anything we do there, anything parliamentarian do there. Nobody no get right for punisher, nobody no get right for apprehender. It didn't have the Salon constitution, T-boy. Now bad governance no more, bad government now get. It didn't have the law, T-boy. Say nobody no get right. No student no get right for go down that wealthy.
So what do you guys, what is going to be now the step taken by MPs if you were part of it? What step will you put in place to stop some of these things that happen? Even though una law for say this not the law say every member of parliament get a rights. Yeah, go on.
Well, that's what they say, T-boy. It's difficult now because just like what they say now, even the court we for one go to, now the problem back. Because as I say, now the courts, now if for be T-boy would see them na decent democracy then. Would see them. Even in England, so would they so. When the parliament passed that law, say for the immigrants them, where the minister can go. Now the people don't go court, the courts no reverse that thing there, now this country, T-boy, we not see them.
Yeah,
we see them. So now they tell me say, the side where the parliamentarian for go, now the court. But the court back, wow. So there is no, because the court, as I said, T-boy, now the governance system, the court now the only independent body. Because T-boy, look what in section 135C. It said the president shall, acting on the advice of the Judicial and Legal Service Commission and subject to the approval of Parliament, for appoint Chief Justice.
But Parliament don't approve all the appointment. Is it based on the criteria or the credentials of the candidates them?
No, but
it's politically motivated.
The legal service, where the president they consult for appoint the Chief Justice, now they get the problem back.
Okay.
Because if they look at the person you understand, they will look the person for them position. Let it, in the prevail small.
So basically, what you're saying to me, there is no solution for like a mitigate or stop this from happening.
Unless the people because Salon people they not there for Sidom, they there for protect the democracy anyhow. I know they say that anyhow they there for protect the democracy, because the government is killing democracy. It's killing democracy. Okay. Boy. Why you want force for pass a law where you know say not correct? Then you want blame opposition leader.
Okay, well, while they look at the process as it unfold in Africa, and I believe say na concern for every civil union for make sure say democracies prevail, and we therefore make sure say we actually execute democracy as we supposed to.
T-boy, before I end, I want to make them clear back up. Please, let's just make people understand.
Okay.
Because you get people the bad politics they play. Hey, now the opposition leader. Hey, now the opposition leader. T-boy, the 10 that we did in a parliament. 2012. The SLPP parliamentarian, that 10 day, they stand at the wall of parliament under one of the SOs then. You understand? Then say they don't want the leadership because the leadership they sell game. They stand at parliament, the MPs then.
They tell them they protest against.
Well, all the people are say that. Yes, but it's lie. When all them people are where they bash the opposition leader now, who side them today? Then build the opposite APC no more for proving a power. And same people here. When they don't prove in a power now, they don't face bad president, bad governments. Then they fail way for balance now because they get scored for settling the opposition leader. Then just want to create. But I want to tell them, say, the people of Sierra Leone happy with the opposition leader. They do work. Not so now they the diaspora, on a tweet talk that the social media, they put the opposition leader. No, they're doing work as opposition leader. What if for you they do them? You understand, T-boy?
Yeah.
So let people make. And when people they say, T-boy, people in the court, section 86. The opposition leader, because now APC get the largest seat in parliament, then can summon parliament. That's wrong, T-boy.
So what is the right procedure on that?
Yes, T-boy, when we go to parliament, before we can sit properly, that's so solution say, then they share we into committee. When they show into them committee, each committee get the power as parliament. When they sit, each chairman they sit as the speaker of parliament.
On that particular
and each
committee.
of them, yes. And then committee, then you know who the former, now the strength of your party in a parliament. So now each of them committee, then in a parliament, SLPP get Boku member, and then committee, then now they get nearly all the chairman then.
Okay.
You understand?
So what is the essence of the chairman creation? Based on what? Is it based on party credentials or potential for deliver for that particular committee?
Well, now the party they appoint, now the leadership of parliament, when are in place, the guidance chairman of parliament. Look for me, it's criteria for them. Now they look the big chairman.
Right.
So but most of the chairman in the SLP, because so the constitution saying that the strength of the party,
right,
that they get the number back, even at the committee, that they get the highest number. So then committee, then they all get ministries there where they oversight. If that ministry they do something wrong, now that committee they invite them to parliament. So the opposition leader therefore make tutor is wrong.
So basically what you're saying at the moment, okay, for read into what you just say, I possibly will able for maybe say I'm in the layman's word. So what you're saying is basically the committee for each line ministry that are responsible for all the line ministry to account if the line ministry do something wrong.
Of course.
So in the process of what you're saying right now, you get the majority of the committee chairmen and way led by SLPP parliamentarians then, and majority of the committee members led by SLPP parliamentarians then. So what you're saying, they should be the one held responsible for the bad precedents of any ministry, for example, Ministry of Health, Ministry of Education, or Ministry of Agriculture. So they should hold all that ministry accountable. Okay.
Yes.
So what's in the differences with that particular role there and the role of the opposition leadership, where then they make comparison to say the opposition are all ministries accountable for the bad precedent in the states. What's not the difference in that? Because you don't make it clear for you to understand, say, as a former MP, that's not the procedure. The oversight committees are responsible for look at the affairs of the ministries the way they align them to. So are you saying because of that precedent, because of the criteria, because of the membership of the MPs them, they need to hold none of those ministries accountable because of their affiliation to the party structures?
Good, fine. Because it's difficult, Chibol.
Okay.
When the committee for vacancy, for any part, and vote. See, say, C4C and the other party, and the support SLPP in most of the cases, well, there's no secret.
Okay.
You understand? So we're not going to then committee. Then after that, now before they come with them, when they get them, they recommend to the plenary now, then can the parliament at the well. Now, what in that committee they recommend, then they can sit. Chiboy, permit me to just read something. This section, what they tell you so, that's section 93.
Go ahead, sir.
Section 93(1). It says, at the beginning of each session of parliament, but in any case, not later than 21 days thereafter, there shall be appointed from among its members the following standing committee. That is to say, legislative committee, finance committee, committee on appointments, foreign international committee, public accounts committee, all committee them. Then it say, in addition to the committee referred to subsection 1, Parliament shall appoint the committee which shall perform the following specific in subsection 3. That is, it's section 3 now.
Okay.
It shall be the duty of any such committee, section 2, to investigate or inquire into the activity or administration of such ministry or department as may be assigned to it. And such investigation or inquiry may extend to a proposal for legislation. You don't understand?
So this is basically what we're talking about now.
Yes. So the point where they say now, T-boy, now make even that term where the parliament don't kick out the PR system, where they kick them now do.
Yeah.
Where people let me they say, it be wrong for let KKY stand at parliament under one SO and say, therefore invite electorate for invite them at parliament for thank talk about that in the game. Be wrong. Because
why was it wrong? Why was it wrong?
Because parliament don't kick them out already. Why one person at parliament?
When parliament kick out any document, it should not be revisited again. Is that what you're saying?
Well, T-boy, the disadvantage of that, when KKY been say so, you know what he can do? Skillfully, the speaker know, because KKY not be aware, it made the parliamentary committee of who responsible for ESL. Now they invite ECSL na parliament. When they invite ECSL na parliament, that committee, they waiting and do, they invite the young civil society, the way they talk for the government. If you be watching that video, the way they show on live, the only person who have been talk for the people of Sierra Leone, Marcela Samba. All the rest in the support what the ECSL do. So you don't understand? So when you count them back so now, it's wrong because you don't get space now for let them even bring and come back and play now the back, now the well back.
So when it comes back to the well, is it going to be debated upon again for let them verify or clarify or amend them for make them pass them as a bill?
Yes, because if that committee they send them reports na parliament now, parliament get for debate and back.
So if parliament debates
the problem what they say,
would that be a bill that will be disallowed?
Yes, but two-thirds strength. Then make them go hide under, say, Tijan Kaba, we don't already add on that side. But the amendment with other things that will be available in tandem with other things in the Constitution.
Yeah, we don't go through that document. So I know we don't break it down several times. We don't go through that document.
I want people to understand people in the people call people. No.
Can I work with you by some chance? I think you want to say something. Juma, go on. You want to say something? You audio the gun as well. Yes, go on. Okay, we don't. Juma, would they struggle for your EU?
You know, yes.
Okay, go on. Yeah, go on.
All right. Yeah. So you see, again, it comes back to the same thing about the PR system.
Juma.
Yeah, go ahead.
Juma, 1 minute. Juma, 1 minute. For confirm what you say, when the Sport Writers Association, they write a letter to Parliament for investigate the Ministry of Sport. What in Parliament do? To the sport they send to, not to the sport committee they invite the ministry in the Parliament now.
Okay.
You follow that issue, boy?
Yes, I am following it slowly behind the scene. Yes, I'm looking at it as well.
Now the parliamentary sport committee, then they invite the ministry now. So the opposition leader don't get nothing to do with that.
That's the process. That's the protocol in Parliament.
That's the protocol.
Okay,
so blaming the opposition leader, don't get nothing. The opposition leader can stand under SO 25 for bringing the attention of the Parliament anything where they go wrong. But the committee, the speaker go just select the comment note, now the invite. So for begin blame the opposition leader, look, we don't even investigate the 10 million scandal na ECSL. Not to the opposition leader I work. Now the finance committee, but the finance committee, who are the head up? Now the SLPP parliamentarian. You understand?
Yeah.
But because they don't blame the SLPP government, they don't pay them. For them to be in second time, they want to talk boku so. All that they for do now forsake this unity in the APC party by blaming the opposition leader when they do a very good work for no get problem in our party. Now that then they do so.
Okay.
But very wrong. But at Salon people they still get trust in the opposition leader. They do work. When in mistake, we go tell her. The tell we go echo us. Make that mistake, we all hope much it's a mistake. Not so it be.
That's
you know
true.
how Punty won?
I remember that. Yep, I remember that. Yeah.
So no blame the opposition leader do something wrong with correct, but no blame them for something where not to work. Not to work. The parliamentary committee, and see what they're afraid for talk. Now the committee of the public account committee, the chairman is sacked the deputy when at the APC MP. They don't change two leader now.
He get for take that action there.
He no right, he wrong.
Okay.
Then they left for
who are responsible for replace him?
No, who are responsible for replace him? Now the parliamentary leadership.
Okay, that's fine. Well, Honorable, hold on 1 minute, like Council Juma, we will get you back on this because you don't make a very clear point about the role and duties of the leader of the opposition when Honorable Chairman Obajuba in duties the way they execute and why if we execute the duties them and what's in their responsibilities. And also you don't make clear to the one that we don't know because some of we don't go through all the process and they will not foresee that there's a protocol within the committee selects committees that we're responsible for monitor the line ministries them and their activities. But I'll come to Juma quickly and then I'll come back to you, look to touch on the other issues that we'll get on this particular topic. So over to you, Juma.
Yeah, thank you, T-Boy. You hear me now loud and clear?
Yes, loud and clear, Juma.
Okay. So you see, sometimes I think when the problem it's because of making say unfortunate that get governments like this. If we start with something, hello, you hear me?
Yes, I hear you loud and clear.
If we start with something earlier, where it's a previous government, and that's what we've known about, government, before now. You understand?
Yeah.
Even in America here, you get opposition, it's competition. But you compete, healthy competition, that's what people ask for. That's you sit down and you negotiate, you dialogue in the interest of the people and the country. But what we are seeing today is in the interest of retaining power and for the benefit of few and sacrifice, and we don't care how it affects everybody else. That is what this government is doing. And T-Boy, if you're doing the same thing every day and you get the same result, that means you're doing something wrong.
Yeah, that's correct.
So if always you try for push power business, you bulldoze you way, they get they get you way out, you get for backtrack. That means that is not the best way forward for Sierra Leone. But you want to let everybody fall on and fall foot and left you for let you do. The first lady announced and tell people and say, oh, in husband, they go unopposed. Listen to that kind of statement, whether I make common sense to you. Whose election are the one for presidential election where somebody they go unopposed? You go win landslide, but you'll never go unopposed. So if we see that talk the way it talk, then we see the action the way the president in government they do on a daily basis. You go argue for saying not to the actions and not to waiting the one for achieve then they work on so.
Well,
so it is sad.
Yeah, go on. I will say so, but I think in a democracy there is no such thing like unopposed. You will have.
Thank you very much.
You will have a ballot box next to the presidential box. We go represent anybody.
Thank you.
So
thank you. You go get a landslide. You go win landslide, but there is no unopposed.
Yes, sure.
So for let you talk down, they don't tell you first. Waiting at their plan. Say okay, now it's time for create chaos. So one either postpone the elections or we get some own way. Because if for the second time, they beat members of parliament, they push them, they this, then what you are let them do? What you are let them do?
Well, it becomes a very difficult question because you get a former honor.
The sad part, the sad part, you get a speaker of parliament where supposed to be very experienced in as much as he came there in an illegal way in the first place. But this man, a constitutional lawyer, one of the people that we say always done they pride themselves for say he's been one of our best at an early age. We don't serve na ECOWAS.
I will confirm that he has been one of our very best.
Right. But if in they preside over a parliament where they get this kind of trouble, I am afraid. And in self, this same thing when they try for push and pass so. Now, in the first one we talk, say it is treasonable to alter the constitution.
I remember that clearly.
For alter the constitution, it's treasonable. If you don't talk, it's on record.
But when you alter
it
illegally.
Right. So waiting and they try for do so for alter the constitution using all illegal means. Instead, they participate in the treasonable acts. We go come for hunt them tomorrow. Okay. I just wanted to add that in.
All right. Thank you very much, Jumova. And I feel say the discussion they get tense as we go along. But it good say we don't get few clarifications here today in terms of the representation of parliamentarians and what's not in duty they waiting for excuse. And we all know for say there has been oversight committees very responsible for the activities of ministries them. So I don't feel say that not something we new, except for those who are not actively involved in politics or we're not actively involved in civilian politics. But the way forward in civilian politics has been questionable, and this is the second time around we don't get issues there with parliamentarians. Them. The first one was against direct APC parliamentarians, and this one now is the fight between the two leading political parties. One winner.
See, but the third time, this is not the first time. This is the third time. The other one being for do with the same issue. You remember when they be holding
a sitting now being too many. The reason they make reference.
No, you have to make a reference. You know why?
No.
Because it is connected to the same issue.
Yes,
where they want for go lay a paper for the midterm census.
It is connected.
And the APC MPs then stood their ground as well and not allowed that to happen. So it's the third time trying to do the same thing for alter the constitution, for create illegal things them, for make chaos in the country.
Now, one major question where I want to ask Juma, I don't know if you're able to answer that day or we'll wait Honorable Fofi for answer that question day. What is the legalities of tendering a paper on the table and it becomes a legal document pending constitutional review or pending gazetting? We will make the document is approved within 21 days without even gazetting it. What is the legality behind that? So are you saying to me tendering that document on that table, if it lands there, automatically is a legitimate document just by doing so without anybody even reading any content of that particular document?
Well, again, that is the parliamentary procedure, right? That you therefore put the paper there, then they announce the content of the paper, then don't lay them there. When you don't lay them there, after 21 days, it don't match up or become law. Okay? So that is the process.
No,
I answer your question.
Okay.
But in this case, laying the paper is not the issue here. The procedures and the process will precede that.
Okay.
Wait you for don't do first. For say why they can't cook me cassava leaf, I get for put water per mind and this and that before I put the cassava leaf. You know, just take cassava leaf, you can't put them, then you pull after 2 minutes. You say you don't cook cassava leaf. So that process day, now in this government, always in everything where they don't do, for suspend person or the Laratelopiasi issue, you get for make sure say you set up a tribunal first, but then suspend them. So they always put the cat before the horse. So that is the problem here. It's not about laying the paper, but the process and procedures will precede laying of that paper, and they always doing it wrongly because they know for say it is illegal. If they follow the proper procedure, they're not able to make it happen. That is it.
Okay. Well, thank you very much, Juma. Let's go to Honorable. Honorable, I want to make you say you last word on this particular topic because we got one more topic for you. Yeah, go ahead.
See, boy, for lay a bill in a parliament gets procedure.
Okay.
After the gazette term for the public, we the gazette term. Now so you inform the public about the law you want to make. I make the gazette term.
So when you gazette a documents, who say it is land? Who say it is for the public consumption?
The government bookshop, what I mean gazette, they can go to the printer, then can go to a bookshop for sale. Salon post and go buy them for look the law.
Okay, so which specific bookshop, because I want to make we get some clarity here.
Government bookshop now Wallace Johnson.
Okay, you know, Honorable, the reason make I want to get
shop now Wallace.
Okay, I want to get few things clarified. Because many people are hearing about gazetting stuff. We live now in a modern world, technology don't improve so much. Are you saying this particular document where government have to pass as a bill, when it is gazetted, is only going to be printed in hard copy? Is there any soft copy of that particular document where they will publish, where everybody will get access for download and read them?
Yeah, well, see, boy, you can get some by chance. You can get some by soft copy. They send them to you, but the law now they say.
Okay.
Until we change them, now the law.
So the law says when a document is being gazetted, it should be printed and
you can go to a government bookshop. Now then you go buy them. Okay. Because government gets income for recover the cost.
Okay.
You go buy them. Then they said, I don't know if now 2,000 or 8,000, you go buy them.
That is always available.
Yes, it's always available.
Okay.
Because
I will try
why make you the gazette time? Now so you they inform the population, say, I want to make this law. Now so the constitution say, now so you inform Sailoni and them. You go buy and I make Sylvia Blyden went there for go buy one.
Well, let me ask you another question. I will stop you several times on this particular issue because I want to ask you another question and see the legalities behind the reason why I want to ask you a question like this. I know this is by law in the Constitution of Sierra Leone, but let's do a reverse psychology here. We have a population of 7-point-something million. I would say 60 or 70% of that particular population cannot read and understand properly. A huge number of that population cannot afford to go to a bookshop and buy that particular document for read. A huge number of Sierra Leoneans then not get that opportunity for even look at the first page of this document. Yes, okay.
You know why make we get civil society then, NGOs them. Now they hold down and I make them, they fund them internationally. You get this NGO for good governance, and I want to promote good governance. Now for educate the people then. So there's a responsibility.
Then you work now for go look at those gazetted documents, study them,
and public know.
Right, that's correct. Okay, that's
and just for add quickly, T-boy.
Yep.
First term, if you watch first term, you get Parliament gets what you call public education units. Okay, where you get journalists attached. You also get SLBS, then term, then day. You understand where you get Slena. They all now they hold their one then day for make sure say anything where the public supposed for know. Then for translate them. Remember say first and then they read news in local languages. Not just Creole. Exactly. And SLBS been there now all the provinces everywhere for educate people on them things then they. So it's not just say where you go put on it, you go put on it at the law, but for disseminate that message, now so you do them. But for right now, you get a lot of civil society organizations where they make millions of dollars. But the civil society organization and they continue for misleading the public, support the government, and gang up with government against the people.
Okay. You usually make a graph to clarify that particular area.
And then for Putam, see boy, then for Shebam, each parliamentarian and pigeon all. If parliamentarian game is continuing now, then it can write to the speaker, say this bill where they come now, so be concerned, then he create the platform for begin discourse now. But what you need to do, then I didn't hear. Now those few days or few hours, then pull them, then they said they go in the parliament. You know, correct, boy.
Okay. So now, I just want to forget that area very clear.
Before I end,
okay.
Juma talk just no say, Abbas Bundu say, not to Abbas Bundu say, Salon Constitution, Section 108, Section 108.8. 9 talker. Not to Abbas Bundu say, I go read and verbatim. He say,
okay, please.
Any suspension, alteration, or repeal of this constitution other than on the authority of parliament shall be deemed as to be an act of treason. Not to Abbas Bundu, so that the law,
okay.
Now, 108.8, 9 say so.
All right.
So not to Abbas Bundu, just talk about.
No, it's just, it's just a reference point. Thank you for clarifying that as well. Yes. So what's going to be your final take on this particular topic we don't dwell on for the past hour? We get to do with the electoral voters registration, PR system, and the dispute we're going to parliament for the third time, according to Juma, but the second time officially in the parliament itself. What's going to be your take on this?
I want for appeal to Sierra Leoneans, civil society, who are ready for serve the people them, and NGO, right, and challenge this government. The MPs there, una self rise up, una go to them people here. If possible, una do a march na the street of future, una go na all the embassy them. Salon people then go join una, the councillors then go join una. If SLPP want to make power, we get for stand up. They're not able to kill all man. They're not able to kill all man. People are going left for tell the story, but it's too much. This unconstitutional is too much. Would they spend government money? President there and London now. If they talk, if they enjoy it, they talk to other people in parliament. Who say democracy they prevail. It did they talk.
That. Yes, I did saw that.
It did they talk to the happen at Salon safe. Wow. Salon people, let we get up. This is not about APC, it's not about C4C, it's not about Chernobyl, it's not about Kanda Yunkela, it's about Sierra Leone. It's about Sierra Leone. Let we stand up to the bad things then. Because them bad precedent here, it go long way. It go affect even the next government where they come tomorrow.
Sure, of course.
We not stand up for them. It go and bug with future. Salon no go before. Because any country for go before, now the law, the government, the law, the governance. Because what happened today in the parliament, investor go Salon, it then a YouTube now. People and they forget, before investor go to Salon, it go to the internet. The world is in our hands now.
Yep, I said it.
It type Sierra Leone. And if you see, say, the parliament will legislate for we, now they misbehave so. Of course, the court will forget the justice. Look what thing they do yonder. T-boy, I want to Salon people that know say, it's not wrong at all. It deliberate. When they spend thousands and millions of dollars per judiciary. Check for what these governments can almost do not spend per them.
Yeah, but
now they don't receive the highest money from donor.
Okay.
The judiciary. Now they don't receive the highest money on the record. Because the international community knows say let a government for let a country better. Now the judiciary now they frustrate up. Because now they all man they go to complain. When you feel aggrieved of what the government they do, now there you go. When you aggrieved of what the president do, now there you go. So if that side is not correct, my brother, na problem now country now they happen to so now. And if they're not correct.
Okay.
Cases then they way. Wow. We all know how even the poor man. Look, even LJ issue. I wanna go arrest posti. It under investigation.
Okay.
Nothing but that safe. Nobody not talk nothing. T-boy.
All right.
Who says Salon they go?
All right. Thank you very much. And I want to say if we
not listening to them paid up agents them. what they distract we. Hey, now the opposition. Hey, now the leader of parliament. Hey, now can the young tell we're not listening to them. Now paid agents them. They not like we country. Because if they like we country, the way APC when they do something wrong, nobody never cry parliament. Then for them and the government do everything. Now we get a change of government. Then same people and they now then they come back now, then they afraid for criticize President Bio, then they afraid for criticize the batch of the government and they do, all that then they turn now the opposition for bring chaos now the opposition so that we know we'll get change of government. It's not all of them plan. But Salon people then determine. Salon people will stand up. If Salon people then do them to NPRC2, now the midst of gunshot, then come out na door. Then go come out na door for change this government. Not to APC go change this government. Now Salon people. Enough is enough.
Thank you very much, Honorable. I know see they talk very passionately right now because I feel the passion in you as a former MP, and I feel say you're not happy not being a member of parliament currently at the state at which the parliament they go. I know say if you don't make your own contribution, if you don't care for push and make sure say the parliament will get it be civil and it be fruitful and it be very, very much influential for other people who get the aspiration for become members of parliament in Sierra Leone. But thank you very much for that contribution there. I believe that is very much passionate, and thank you very much, Juma, as well for your contribution we don't make towards this particular topic. But we move on to the next topic. I feel say we don't dwell a lot on that. And the next topic almost gets similar kind reaction to what we just don't come off from. And the basis of this particular next topic, now the fact say we still the question with judiciary, because currently over the past year and a half or so, the APC party gets somebody when a member of the party, we take them to court, and I believe say they have a ruling that was given against the political party itself, we headed by Peter Conte, we at the posse, we don't lead the provisional team for almost a year now, and then we get for a final judgment ruling for the particular incidents will not happen where they get something against the APC party itself. So on the ruling today, we are waiting Justice Adrain Fisher say, and we don't all possibly all want to hear the statement, all want to see what's in verdict and the controversy of the verdict. Honorable, yes, I know you don't follow up this process for the past couple of years, and you don't know exactly everything about this process, the ongoing process with with the justice in judgment where it don't pass, and how Peter Conte they execute the judgment, and the controversy of late. We don't face this particular judgment of how Peter Conte they do what in the judgments not asking for do. So what would be your response on Justice Adrain Fisher in judgment where it passed or in ruling where it passed for today particular hearing? What do you think about that, and how can you relate to it in comparison to the rumors that would be and what's come out from your own particular personal statement in regards to the case itself?
T-Boy, I want to tell, before I go deep into that issue there, I want to tell the international community plenty things, especially the EU representative, the American embassy, or the British High Commissioner. Because people in the scene on social media say, all in this year, the people in the meeting with the Chief Justice. That's true. See, boy, how when they didn't say, hey, colonialism, see, boy, how we pass them tell waiting for doing our country, waiting right, who they see the right thing. See, boy, justice, now the key for development.
I don't really see that.
It's difficult for the development can be because everybody will be agreed.
I agree.
See, boy, when Peter Conte take we go to court, when Justice Fisher passed a ruling, that first ruling, we are not happy with the ruling, but as we call it, another justice we get. We agree. We not even appeal. See, boy, we not even appeal.
So, with the ruling, is it because you believe in the system, or you just want the system for get in your way out of the system for make we able to get trust in it?
Just like what they say, when you get bad something, you get for manager. Now bad judiciary we get now. We get for manager until we get good one. So we accept the judgment. We come to Usafi be hard. People then bash the leadership. You understand? Luckily that day I've been in a court.
Okay.
I was part of that decision. We stand there. We talk to ourselves. We leadership them in the day. We talk to them. Some of we talk to them. Say, "Pa, this thing. We accept and so let me move on." Because if we appeal can at this court back, now the same court, and we pull out. We come for begin implement that in the T-board. You get bad people them back. Inside we party back. Where I go say then I paid agent as well. Begin advise Peter Conte all kind bad. We patient. We do all kind of things.
Can I ask you one question before you go forward? The Peter Conte case towards against the party itself, was it something that the grassroots of the party being they look forward to? Because the party was possibly getting frustrated with the one particular major system of appointments where we don't affect so many other young and old politicians and we don't benefit from that. You feel something where the party be ready for grab with their all to and to foot for say we want this change because we believe this will be the change that will bring in the best of the party?
Boy, what we lost that, what we lost it all in the wisdom of the same leadership, listening to the voice of the party, the majority, say we need reformation of the party. The party them agree. We start reformation.
Okay.
Most of we this formation, we are. But when also we come different, we tell them, say, the empire, even though some things they're wrong, but they don't take away from afar. They don't hold this fort now, this party.
Sure.
They might got the shortcomings them, but they don't serve we well back for this party they say now. T-boy, some of them want the way they make so now, some of them are stranger back. When NPRC APC in a power, I was thick and thin in that hassle. Beaucoup people been afraid for identify themselves then at APC. T-boy, beaucoup people learn.
Okay.
Now the time some of you take up the challenge. I was the youngest, now the West 2 constituency executive. Most of we now Brookfield take the challenge. Would they hide they get meeting them? Now Brookfields, would they hide? Cut long short will register this party. 1 green person in pull money register. People let me they hide. Would they call me to know they reach 50 safe? T-boy. Them Paya, they come, some of them Paya be there. Will bring this party to light. MPRC, they aim now for kill the party. Some of them stick their neck, some of them road, some of the party laws. Because we come back, and then Paya bring this party back. Okay. The constitution them they use, now empower them for use this election. But we agree, say, something they use it wrongly. We agree. And the parties agree, they say, okay, let's change. T-boy, we don't come, they don't do the constitution. Just for let we go na put lock. T-boy, that constitution where we been go na put lock. It don't get much difference with this one where they pass so now. It don't get much difference.
Okay.
Some of you talk to them people they say, now we agree. We not get it 100% right. But we are at 70% now. Let's do this constitution. They say no, then go cut the injunctory. We did the struggle, but it was a struggle. Cut law, Fisher come, Alfred Conte in come, the NRA split 1-2, Fisher, blah blah blah. We go, we do the constitution. Finally, the 9-man committee report, all things, we accept and we recognize them. T-boy, Peter Conte come, let us come straight to Peter Conte. In take the party in court after all this story. Fisher gave judgment, we accept them. Peter Conte do the correct thing. He said, no. Of course, we see what the judgment.
So what's in the correct thing when they ask them for do? Now what's in the judgment with Fisher last was?
Fisher did. The judgment of Fisher did so today. Okay. Some of we don't talk, we do on the record. Some of me write up, then do on the record. We not be the tech side. We talk as straight as a siam. I say no, Peter Conte. This is not a simple thing. If the judge says simple majority, The simple majority of the 21 man. They say, no, Bundu, Honorable Bundu, we form a leader in a parliament. Come now here, it they misdirect the man. And therefore right to say, no, Honorable Bundu, you're wrong. You understand? But as I say, cut and short, Fisher don't come now, Fisher don't make them right. Say, all what you they do wrong. You know they say we win because we're not like Peter Conte. APC win. Now we all win, including Peter Conte.
Right.
APC win today, including Peter Conte.
Okay, so what's in the outcome of the judgment for today? What's in the judgment get for stand for? It get for taken out to what level? Because with the first approach at the end of the year, and we know for say primary time up soon.
Yes, ultimately Peter Conte do wrong. You don't empower the IGTC when a Peter Conte still like the chairman, say then for 21 man, then for meet, and then for the take decision as 21 man, simple majority. That's it. Okay. Move on. Now, we form the interim in electoral transitional committee now. It don't show we how for form, it don't give a template. 7 from the chairman, when Ibrahim Soyi, 7 from the leader of parliament, when Chei Koko, 7 from Peter Conte, 1 from the youth league, 1 from the diaspora, 1 from the women's wing. And then they form this 25-man committee. It give all the deadline there. I know right and wrong, I don't be able to tell, but don't do deadline by the 5 for start the lower all team. So we then move on, we'll start the lower level. All that we appeal and talk to everybody, APCians. We know say una vex. We know say it at trending. In Mona we all. But we want for big una. Make we allow the process for go through. Make we allow democracy for prevail. Because that's what we be not the cry for. And if the judge don't can say no simple majority, we then go to the meeting and the democracy go prevail. If they get arguments there, then challenge themselves, then go put her into vote when a democracy that we want. We not go ever tolerate autocracy in the APC game. No more selection.
Okay.
All we begin vote from lower level, from the World Committee. We they vote till we go flag there. And I want to make this appeal. We don't vote. We don't elect somebody. Please, please, make we support her. If it's not right for you, now your choice for left the party. Like how you can do. We then go pick another bill, you know, right for them, he left the party. You know, so yes. You right, and nobody know go tell you. We know the wish for that. We know the wish for that. But not bring any other problem can our party in. If it's not right for you, the voice of the majority, now the voice of God. If the majority don't select, if the majority don't elect, they don't elect. And I have to make special appeal to a fine gentleman, the former vice president, Chief Alaji Samsumana. Please, my brother, you are a young, nice gentleman. Don't allow people to mislead you. You're not a politician. Learn from what don't happen so now today. And the judgment. Not push things where not correct. Not finance something where you know say not correct. You be no say not correct. You know. But you get enemies around you.
Are you saying Samsumana should be held responsible for some of the in-party activities that maybe they happen at the party structure, with the Peter Conte saga, with
T-boy.
Because I don't know why you make it
I say APC win. I say APC win. Okay. Now we all win. And
yeah, sure. I agree with that.
Yes, Samsumana in membership. Now convention will go approval. When that time they reach, we will cross that bridge day.
No, now when you make the specific appeal, I make reference to this.
No, yes, because why make an appeal to them? Because the one the way they are around them, not then they mislead them, T-boy.
Okay.
Not they mislead them. You understand?
So are you saying it should be held responsible for some of the in-party activities?
No, nobody responsible now on the APC.
No problem.
some of the one them where they be in some Sumano they get wrong advice. Now them benefit by this election pass everybody in the party.
Okay.
That the benefit. Some of them not being get land safe. Now what they make them something, now in them buy land and be lost in that country. So not being get nothing. Now they benefit by this election.
They give the benefit of the doubt.
Some of them. As I say, we don't want to express vengeance now. We are APC.
Okay.
APC now win.
One more question before I come to
everybody.
One more question before I come to Juma.
Yes, sir.
I know say you highlight the activities of the international communities, the European Union, and a few more of the ambassadors of the different countries, embassies in Sierra Leone, with the ongoing meetings that we get with the Chief Justice. I mean, with Justice Fisher. Are you saying, or are you assuming that he was under pressure to deliver this particular hearing for today?
See, boy, they not get meeting with Justice Fisher. They get meeting with the Chief Justice.
Okay, so now in Supreme.
Yes, and then meeting and they normally they get them with election they near, even who self been in a power.
Okay.
Then they get them. But tell when I say election non they near, the system get for work, fairness get for day.
So it's an ongoing process waiting to happen over the past couple of elections. So not to something will happen just for the fact that say,
yes.
Okay, better correct because I know how for mixed issues. Okay. Well, that's fine. When I bring in Juma, let me bring you come into this a little bit more, and then you can ask Honorable any questions.
So I missed some of the conversation.
You don't miss the best part of the conversation.
So you ask me question, relating to waiting. Yeah.
I don't know Usa you meet up, but they ask you a direct follow-up question to what they asked Honorable Fofi earlier on. He make mention of the fact say APC don't win. Yes, that's correct. And it is say it appeal to every APCian for me to accept the process of election and whoever the majority choose, Nango don't choose. And if you feel aggrieved, they say left, like how can you kill a left for? But it will ask you for make you left, then you bring out other amounts of disputes in the party structure. But he also make a special appeal to Chief Honorable Samsumana, the former Vice President, for saying be able for look at the judgments today and learn from him because he believes he's a politician. And my direct question to him now, are you saying that? But I asked my question. Are you saying? I'm asking you the question, Ajuma. Are you saying, or are you assuming?
Not saying.
No, are you assuming, or are you thinking, or whatever your thoughts might be on this? Why would Honorable make a special appeal to former Vice President Chief Samsumana for the fact that I want to make you look at this judgment and see the benefits of the judgment?
Yes, T-boy, before you
go ahead.
Why make a special appeal to Samsumana? Yeah. It's on record.
I know that you want to be passionate about your appeal to him, not in any way. It's the fact that you are for
Peter Conte did a AYV on record. He say that Samsumana no more be the supporter financially. He get 100 million, he get 80 million. On record. So now I know they want to see Samsumana leave you with this, but I just the caution him as a young gentleman, we get future na politics. Make you be careful.
Okay, I now understand your appeal to him specifically because earlier on we know say Peter Conte is possibly being fueled financially by people who may not me personally know, but as far as he's on record, I now understand your direct appeal. So now go to Juma. Juma, well, over to you in regards to the Peter Conte financial support from former Vice President, and also what will be your take on the ruling of Justice Fisher for today's particular sitting, where he don't pass this kind of judgment for reaffirm the status of Peter Conte and the activities they wish to execute.
Right. Well, let's start first with the ruling or waiting happen at court today. Waiting they're gonna court for. waiting and gonna court for not to anything new. Okay. And you know, as you are aware, there was you know, Peter Conte and others. Did you hear me? Let me see.
I can hear you loud and clear. I can hear you.
Okay. So Peter Conte, in the eve or on the day where the All People's Congress for go adopt the new constitution, decide for take the party gonna court.
You're talking with a smile in your face. I can see your face smiling.
Really? No, because you know I don't look at
the smile.
So he took the party to court. He said because all the people that will participate for make decisions will lead to that convention day, then what you call them? They don't come out the governance or they were illegally constituted.
Okay.
So then the decision they will take them to that convention, they illegal. Right. So then for pass an injunction. Imagine.
So basically, the fact said they were not elected, they were selected.
According to Peter Conte.
According to him. Okay, fine.
Yes. Then, but the first thing is, waiting lead to that convention day and a new constitution because you been get people that always say they want reform. Okay? They want a new constitution, or selection is bad, blah, 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 blah.
So then NRM, National Reform Movement?
Yes. So you get the people that always say that they form NRM for bring calm, reform now the party, get democracy, everything for be voted for, blah, 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 blah. They form a committee. No, they come. So there was NRM 1 and then NRM 2. Peter Conte.
Can you distinguish the two NRM, please?
So the NRM 1, now the young boys, they will start and say they want reform, where they help, they were part of the process where they incorporate, say them build a new constitution.
Right.
When they don't get the new constitution, the eve for go convention, one of the people that were in the part of the constitutional review committee resign, where them for go. Then this NRM2 come inside as well. When I the Peter Conte they own NRM, so now in go the party na court the second term now we make them pass injunction where APC not able to hold the election. The reason make they bring this because people are wondering why APC today unable get flag bearer, una not do this, una not do that. Because they go convention for adopt a constitution where for able for lead them to the process for get executive members and all that and do flag bearer election, but Peter Conte they don't care then go na court.
So basically, what brought about the formation of the NRM2?
Then get them break away, and because certain young man them be not ready for move forward, like how possibly Honorable Fofi say earlier, where we be all we were to be the fit for now for full selection clause. Now we don't get new constitution, but there were other people were not happy, so their interest was not reform, but then we get a hidden agenda.
Okay.
For all the party to ransom. Because if you want reform now, you not selection you don't want. Now you don't they don't get constitution where say every position for be elected for. But waiting one thing where be the insider new constitution. Now that anybody will want qualify for be flag bearer. If you don't then the party continuously for 5 years.
So that's not the flag bearer criteria.
Correct.
Okay.
5 years. Okay? So let's make up in this, it can lead me to something else.
Go ahead, sir.
Now, Peter Conte take the party to court, blah, 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 then pass injunction, the party unable for do nothing. Then later, after so many months and months, a year or so, Fisher can pass in ruling and puts a court order. It give a longer thing how for settle this issue. Inside that issue, Peter Conte end up can be chairman for the interim interim transition government
was
committee.
For or was he selected?
Now in selecting himself. Because in one of the parties stole the court case.
Let me ask a question back before you go further. How would you accept your appointment of selection where one of the reasons why make you take the party to court was the same reason that you were selected.
Well, then they come back to what I tell you. Now, waiting them be one. I reform them be want. Them be want them for prevail, or they had personal interest, specific interest. Okay. So that's the question. So now that the question, the answer inside the action with the man take. But now they don't give you all this. They say on a Form 21-man committee, the court order, this now not to the constitution, no. Now waiting the judge say, the court say, we una go for do simple majority. Because this not a normal body inside the constitution, anything una they do, una for vote for them. When a simple majority, that means the highest votes 9 win. If yes say yes, 14 get yes, then X number get no, 14 win out of 21, right? 14 plus 7. So, but then Peter Conte now, what you were able to see, he begin do different things them. He claims saying that the court order 9, the court 9, and then we see statements where he make, he sack some people them, he say una no for they appoint other people them, and even the registration process will be they go on the party agents them, because party agent them is supposed for day. The one that way the party them, they don't train for go serve as party agent, because you know you just go then go put you there for go team up. Then go don't train you waiting for look for the process waiting for do. The party don't spend millions, hundreds of millions for train people. Peter Conte send message, and the chairman, he send message to NEC. All them people and the NEC no accept them. Now the registration center them. He send young people them. And so
was all that illegal activities by him or something?
Of course, because that the court's not getting that one. So now that's what leads to this contempt case. So the other one then now look say, you know what, this guy don't frustrate everything. But you said in the sea where the Secretary General pull one press release, Peter Conte pulling on, blah 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 blah, then go around. So then see, okay, the best way for do, and to we write these proceedings, this order, now Justice Fisher, let's go back to him. Let him go tell we what he write if na him give this manpower for do. So now that lead to waiting happen today. Okay? But let's go back to me talk about constitution and 5 years. And the issue of Sam Sumana where you ask.
Okay. No, the issue of Sam Sumana I ask is direct reference to the appeal and what you view as an influence with.
Well, now that's how they bring come to you now too.
Okay, all right.
We understand, say, Chief Sam Sumana was expelled from the APC. But he did not write a letter for ask for let them take him back. The party, by the term, where they say illegal people, accept in letter. Okay? But then say, yes, because the highest body, now most political parties, including the APC, now the convention. Now they make decision, now they overturn it. If they say nothing, so now they go vote, then say nothing. They say yes, now they happen. You know, they are the final decision-making body. So Sam Sumana expulsion was endorsed at a party convention. Okay? So then say, okay, now, for let we reinstate you, you don't send you letter.
Was it the party convention immediately after the election?
No, before elections.
Before the election, okay.
Yeah. I think it was, way before elections. Okay. That was when. Okay? So then say you get for go back na convention, for let the convention go accept whether they want for admit you as a member or not. Because we're not able to reverse the decision, meaning NAC. The NAC not able to reverse them until the end. But now, this court back can say, a part of the procedures and say, unresolved membership issues, like a Sam Sumana and Yonkai membership issue, go only be resolved now the party convention. But Alfred Peter Conte, Ingogi party membership card to Sam Sumana. He said Sam Sumana don't become a member from 2016. 2016 to 2023, now how many years? Seven. There is about 7 or 8 years.
Okay.
2016 to 2022. Let's do that.
8 years.
Okay. So what's in it a try for fulfill? That clause now the party constitution will say you for don't be a member continuously for 5 years.
So it is not a continuous process.
Yes. So, but Sam Sumana has been expelled. 1, 2. That itself for being illegal because Sam Sumana was a presidential candidate and a member of another political party in 2018.
When at C4C.
C4C was a presidential candidate. So how you go give somebody membership card from 2016 to 2022 or 2023
so
when the person still not been
issue on the membership card?
Peter Conte.
Oh, okay.
Because Insai, the court tell and say all membership issues for be resolved before they go to party convention.
Was that the ruling by Fisher then?
No, we're not. Fisher clarified today. So that was not the procedure.
That was not the ruling.
That was not the ruling. So it was.
T-boy. Okay, Juma continue. Juma continue.
So it was not the ruling then. The procedure say all issues can only be resolved in the party convention.
Okay.
The other membership issues now about, how you for register new members and people that when are members, them existing members, where something not be don't pay their dues, so then go able for pay their dues, so then go qualify. Not expelled members. So that was the ruling then. But Peter Conte in decide for doing your own thing. Say, Sam Sumana and a member of the party, this, that, he carry on.
So
that's why they took it to court.
The party so long for response to the mishaps of the Peter Conte ruling, even though there is a living document for sure say.
So let me say this. You see, normally, political issues, want for Kranguna courts. And for some of the reasons that we may, with judiciary, for example, right? Where if you can go in there, the delay, you go work against you. So you want to try to see if you can minimize that and settle it in-house, compromise, talk, dialogue. But the more I think when the dialogue with him, the more he was doing what he wanted to do. So because now he begin collect money from Sam Sumana, 100 million, 80 million, 60 million, about 250 million we talk about publicly. It's still Sam Sumana not the only.
Or it was given to him as an offer. What is it?
No, they say it was donated to him for APC activities, but I control the money. Nobody else knows here.
All right. But let her be honorable. Honorable, you are for.
So this is the reason where Kerango. So if they ask waiting at the link with Sam Sumana, I think that is what the link is.
Okay. So basically,
and unfortunately, for Chief Sam Sumana, I think personally, he allow himself for being played. Yes. They scam him. And now, they honestly, T-boy, don't dent in political career because you are not there nor here. You are not in C4C, and now you don't create doubt for yourself now the APC party. Because now if they don't know, say all along, these people we are fighting for you. What if you don't come inside, you be flag bearer? You were able to win elections for the party, where you get somebody where they destroy the party, there you see there you fall young, you fall foot they watch. That's the big question.
Okay, I think we'll come back on the different program, but I'll come back to Honorable. Thank you very much, Juma, for that. Honorable, over to you.
Yes, and T-boy, let me make an appeal to some man. I say a young gentleman. You get prospect now from politics. But the scammers there, I will link Juma and what the scammers them around. Justice Fisher been very clear if you read in ruling. Justice Fisher no go for Sam Sumana in business because even though waiting Bundu, Honorable Claude Kamanda, the court say because Fisher say by the judgments, the executive be illegal. Within the executive do illegal, and that be the court say all things illegal. So even when they suspend Sam Sumana self illegal. But waiting they fail for realize, not taken for argument's sake, say, when they suspend Sam Sumana illegal, and the judgment say. But then forget say Sam Sumana don't go join other party. And the long constitution, the APC party constitution, now one party person they join at a time, one party. Nobody need a two party, one.
And once you join other party, that means to say your membership in the other party, they cease for operate, cease totally. Once you don't go join other party, because the criteria for join any other party, it didn't have the constitution and say you not for be a member of another party. So as you join other party,
and Fofi, just to interject quickly. Chief Sam Sumana was not just a member of another political party, but he was a presidential candidate. And for let you be presidential candidate, a political party therefore don't give you symbol and put you know they be presidential candidate as an independent person. It has to be through a political party. Right.
So you understand. So now I can say amongst the scammer that we're going to do around Boga. Because when he writes for Kamba, who resign at C4C, the part and the magnanimous, and so they try for build a relationship. Now make them put by letter, say, okay, we'll carry and state you. But if you be allowed the part them for, if you plan the part them in continue this process, then them again your way, you understand? And saying, do ya? It still get future on the party. It still get, if not to the party, it still sometimes one come on APC go see for back. It still get future on politics. Make allow scammers them. They want to do around and then scammers them power hungry, thirsty people them, filthy-hearted people around them for a in future. And that make I continue for appeal back to the APC people, and please, this victory na APC victory. In the struggles of APC, there is victory. We not get we against them. We not to we against Peter Conte. No. Peter Conte and we all do. APC don't win. One for appeal, they go to the lower level elections then. Anybody who will feel to say it contest and qualify according to the constitution of Sierra Leone and the constitution of APC, now you right for go contest. But when you lost, you are support Uda win. That the spirit of democracy that. Not to all man go win. So man for loss. Because now one green position they would fight for. If you contest for Secretary General, now one person. If you contest for Financial Secretary, now one person. Contest for flag bearer, now one person there for we. But if you not right for you again, what is the way? The kind of young Kelabi do. If you don't say you popular pass the way them pick, go form your own party and contest. One for appeal to we don't go through stress, we don't struggle, them not in our favor. Again, one for appeal. Let we move on. Don't put the past dream, you don't pass. Let we not dance to the tune of them scammer them where they try for bring problem in our party. Hey, na Cherry Coco. Hey, na this. Everybody get right for stand for what he wants for. Everybody.
So, Honorable, let me ask you a question.
Yes, sir.
I think my first question is why they ask you that the program. I've been a contributor. So, you they appeal to people.
Yes,
but,
sir.
You know, with everything that is going on,
yes,
you don't be part of a process where look like this before the 2007 elections.
Yeah.
At the time where a lot of people were doubters, not believe in the APC, say they go win or whatever. How confident are you and how you go, and you feel, I'll ask you you feel say APC, they're in a good position for winning the 2023 elections?
Now the only alternative way to this government, and Salon people are not tired. Not to APC per se they win. Now the people of Sierra Leone, they vote APC. Now they want APC now. Because Juma, they don't compare.
Follow-up question. Waiting different with the APC and the SLPP will make the Salon people they vote for APC and pull this government.
Juma, but putting different because all waiting and pull APC for. All waiting Salon people be vexed by APC for. SLPP can do on ×5. Juma.
Example.
×5 and they make Up till now, Salon people in the live in fear. Because every time you go to the say something will happen. Not also, because look, even the PPRC chairman is speech. Not also, he say insecurity business. So from what this government come, Juma, Salon people they not then piece their at stake. Now Solomon are working. I want it. But Juma, if person not getting for it now self again, make it not the one give for sleeping and it. Make it not the one give for say tomorrow. Strike go be tomorrow, then go fair tomorrow, this go be. Let people don't want give for that again. Tomorrow police go kill people then. At least, we'll get a change now. Then pull me for corruption. But look the corruption where they go now. Then pull me for an escoma, they travel 2 months. But Madabio, they don't travel past all the president in Africa. Even past European president, they will get money. Juma, Madabio don't travel past all man. In WEF. No? So the only thing they do, they don't do until past times 5. Mm-hmm. Look, the Minister of Finance, former Minister of Finance, not Chief Minister now. The misbehave Salon people and get beaucoup talk. People know they pay you. When they express their dissatisfaction, they say now beaucoup talk Salon people and get. Look, even the census, what they condemn your own census. Look, even the own census. Even when the international community condemn them, people and they condemn them, they force people in. Juma. Say now, you tell for no say, they still will pay some of them enumerator than they say now. They still not pay some it. They still not pay some it. Juma, then cry with education system. Hey, education is bad. Now then conduct what so. People themselves will not sit to get results. People will not sit smart, they get math results. But I want to tell
maybe if you say that not a joke.
Not a joke, it's reality, Juma. People don't not sit some subject, they get results per day. Juma, look, some people will get 1 per math, 1 per English. The simple entrance exam, where Alpha Uri say they for conduct for go college, out of 370 people, 100 simple English and math. People and get 1 per math, 1 per English. They will pass that simple exam day. I want to tell Alpha Uri, thank you for that. Well, it's a proper university entrance exam day. The Minister of Higher Education, Juma. So, Iboku, Juma, what's in the way do Iboku? Iboku that Salon people hate, Juma. But I don't tell you, Salon people go chase them.
Honorable, now make that because we don't want them to see how they make them pass.
Let them pass. Let them go to the university.
They make them pass for go college because I'm going to go.
Yeah.
Tibo, look at the Ministry of Education. One of the biggest contracts in the Ministry of Education, and Papa again, Papa.
No, Honorable, I know like we dwell much into that because at the moment, I know like we go into that area of discussion because I know for say if we go there,
we get for the get Honorable head to head with the SLPP people for candidates.
Well, we get for set up the platform to make that happen. But
last year everybody talk about the partner parliament. Last.
No, well, you see, we get a lot for talk about, but like we left that one in the first, we go set that for subsequent programs them coming up within the next.
I will for cancer.
No problem. Like I said earlier on,
ministry by ministry, I will for cancer. Ministry by ministry.
Earlier on, we did approach election year, and I feel say we get for begin look at election discussion then basically into how we're going to the new year and the election year where they begin unfold in January. As you say, well, I say in January, not officially, but unofficially, just like we say, you get the European communities, them, the embassies, them in Sierra Leone, when our foreign embassies, them, don't begin to talk to the judiciary or implement some of the structures then where they believe stay for work. That is practically what we're also trying to do. At the moment, we get structures them where they begin to discuss political issues them going into the political year. We will be
right.
Officially. But like I say, that is a different program we'll go for putting together.
Quick one, T-boy, for Honorable.
Okay.
So with everything that's happened we see the APC, they glad it today about the clarification, and then, you know, the judge in ruling say Peter Conte for pay 50 million or go 7 days jail. Then they don't put date for convention, lower level, and up to, what do you call it, National Delegates Conference. Do you anticipate any more problems? Anybody else go the party in a court again for reverse, you know, the gains made? Or you think, say, people, all man go there on board now and rally behind the party, not individuals, but the party, for let the party move forward?
That appeal I make just now. I still go make them back. The judgment that APC win. All that we know, now we all win. Peter Conte, all man we win. Court don't set the dates now. The constitution don't say now election for every position. Would they go na the constituency, them na the ward, na do they start? Would I believe say it popular, go to the people them. Go there. When we don't elect people there. Do ya? Anybody in right for no go be any again, big. If you popular, go form your own party, one for big. Tell me against we. Tell me against the people of Sierra Leone. We don't hold the people of Sierra Leone ransom. Them day against the people of Sierra Leone. No other alternative, no they pass APC. Juma. One for appeal. The judgment and make not the judgment make with the dance per se Juma. But what make with the dance now because Peter we don't the judge don't tell Peter Conte say not so for Waka. The judge state and say in the try for being harmony na APC. Now that harmony they will be glad for. Because I make the committee, they get all shade of people there. Peter Conte, even election committee, Ibrahim Sohi, Cherry Coco, in your leadership, when are the people's power, or because of the so say, we all go sit down at one room, we all for sit down at one room and laugh and play and conduct them process here peacefully. Do you have one for big? Now move on. Salon people, they look forward to APC. Juma.
Right.
Do you have
so
evil society? Una trust evil back, do you have? Una no cancer party for divide we. Una don't eat money to mother bio. Do you have? Una no cancer party again for damage u party. Una left u party. Una no then u party. Una no begin tell we what to for do. Una no begin blame people and for we. Na democracy, we na the majority for happy to people who happy with them. Do you una focus pa the governance? Na governance una for focus pa. Mother bio they do beaucoup things the way wrong. Una focus day. La Ethiopia in case look at the one that now. You don't understand how they talk. Una the civil society them. Ubeg. Una get beaucoup things for talk about.
T-boy for close.
Na sports don't go into beaucoup money so Ben Kalfala no invite anti-corruption no invite themselves. But the whole learn chicha they report small money there. Una the journalists there, una do well, sport writers, journalists, I commend una for bring that thing there to the spotlight. And the sports committee in parliament do you una hit on them. Let the anti-corruption, una send the case to the anti-corruption. Then the commission take action. Please. If they not take action, case not the rotting. Case go in a shelf. When we get good judiciary, we don't let case be by God power.
Honorable, my last question for you, then I hand over to T-Boy, since I steer the ship today. Are you contesting for any position? 1. 2, are we looking forward to see you in Parliament again in 2023?
Well, the reason why I can't want to comment here because then they can push this PR in our throat. We don't know how we go end. And when that happen, now the party get for make list.
Okay. I want for be an MP for serve me people. I mean, that I want for be a elect for serve me people. They know. Up to now, even when I go so for this registration, I was in my community. In the Peter Conte, what time reach for pay the agent there, he say money, I paid the agent in my constituency. I paid them.
Wow.
I paid them for my community. I did with them, I'm supporting them. My councillors, I support them 100%. I want for serve me people. Me a community can come up from a very helpful. We want back to a community. That's came in politics, and I'm paying back to them. They know. Go to my community, my constituency. They know.
I can attest for you. Me go attest for you because I sabi you way before politics. The Mawe provides so many planned international scholarship for so many people that we give the opportunity for get education. I can attest that Fofi has been a true community person. He's worked thick and thin.
Juma, Adam is young age, small amongst the pardon. I was the financial secretary for Field Development Association.
I know that.
So now we tap.
Juma, not carry on campaign for Naivulo, not to campaign.
No. But see by the reason we make they say this, we always ask, what does your MP do for you?
I know.
Which MP they do? We want good politician, but if I know someone that I can attest for, what go put me neck na the line for, I will do it. I'm not saying he's perfect, but he has done things way before, 20 years before he came into politics, where me know firsthand that I was part of.
No, if you have been an existing financial secretary in Freetown for years, and you continue to be a financial secretary for the party in the UK for years, it means you're credible. So that is not a questionable thing.
No, and in Salon, it's saying that the taboo feels, not to NPIC taboo feels so.
Not to campaign.
See, by wait, like clarify this, yes, sir.
Juma, when the AP, 9 more left that project for Tabuk Fields. When NPRC come, they want for the Kedakada project day. I'm telling you, me, Nelson Okrafo, late Chief Bundu, and others. Now we stand doing that, and the NPRC they don't shape the ministers them where they say they each get constituency. So we now Arnold Bishop Goodin been there.
Goodin, yeah.
Arnold Bishop Goodin go confirm say now we tell them about that thing day. It go search bottom na the government na the waiting and call. Arnold Bishop Goodin there with we put pressure on him. That project they materialize na book fees. I do on record. I'll say that. Juma. This man they alive. Is they alive? No, I think there's a couple of not die. But Mr. Mew they alive. Mr. Mew.
Yeah.
We all be there for that project day. So I don't stick now for serve me community. So I will continue. Now when you ask me, I go lack for be a parliamentarian. If na parliamentary seat to be the do constituency, I for being contest back from a symbol, and I forget confidence. 127 for me vote me in because they know even when to simple me. When to simple me, I was the favorite candidate again.
So you did. So you got for denounce you. You got for denounce you second semen.
Constituency. Pay my money.
So
you go campaign for them.
Yeah.
So you got for denounce you second semen. You don't pull you don't change sim now, or you still get it to sim.
Reach that bridge, go cross out.
Yes, I like that. All right, thank you so much. Over to you, T-Boy.
Thank you very much, Naibu. I don't say it's a pleasure to have you today, and it has been a while. Oh, don't they want to tell you for Canada platform, and you've always not been available, but you were willing to come. But today it's a pleasure to have you, and there is no regret in having you because you don't make a lot of clarity in terms of parliament representation and MPs representation, and what are the roles and duties of the members of parliament of Sierra Leone and how them for execute them. Hold nobody responsible who is not part of any committee or any select committee we involve or we responsible for monitor the ministries the way the governments they appoint ministers into. So thank you very much, Honorable, for your contribution. I will want to make you say your last word, a message to the people who watch this program today, and what will be your message to your party specifically for the fact say when I don't jump another milestone, then I look forward to an election that we possibly will happen anytime soon. Over to you.
I will start with the people.
But not along, we can hear they give politicians beaucoup space. Make a shot.
Yes, I would tell thank you to the viewers that we take the time for listening. Do you want help for spread the message? We all the yearn for change in our country. Now only way we all come together and not listen to the distractors the way they come for create wedge inside we. Now we go succeed. We all know say people in the suffer. We all know say not they go well in the country. The bad governance today, we all want change. Then we all join on for change. APC party, we start the lower level election. I want to make it be peaceful. This na competition, peaceful competition. Anybody get right for contest. Let me not say nobody no get right. As long as you meet the requirement of the constitution, the Salon constitution and the party constitution, as long as you qualify with them, you get right. Anybody can stand. But do you lost? Make sure say you support the one who win, follow move the party, follow move the country, go before. Because now all the APC, now they no more, they create the difference in Salon people in life. You get two mistakes they will go do, but I sure say, Salon people don't realize, say, do good things they will do, but could pass on mistakes. I am for telling all plenty thank you. I am for telling myself, T-Boy, for giving me the platform. Plenty thank you for talk to Salon people all over the world. We want to the diaspora. We get a role for play. Let we continue for sensitize them, raise the awareness in Salon. Let we continue, let we not stop. For any corner we will get Nayana breathing to the lawmakers them, at the House of Commons, so we MPs them, make we tell them the bad thing that will happen in Salon. How much people they die in Salon? How much people the government agency, then the police, they kill in Salon. We all lost them. Let we make them know that, so that themselves go stand with we for change this bad governance, for pull we by this bad dream, the bad dream Salon they pursue. I want to tell you all plenty thank you. God bless you all.
Honorable Fofi for your contribution, and definitely we would like for host you also back again with another subsequent program that we get for deal with politics, specifically politics. And what will be
it's a pleasure anytime.
What you have now and what you get for share with me. So thank you very much for your time for tonight. All right. Yeah, that was Honorable Fofi, governor of former MP, and he will ever remain for be honorable because the title is for life. So basically, over to you, Juma. What will be your last word for today's program? I know say we don't dwell a lot about so many different things. So what will be your last word to the viewers then? And next week, make sure say you are available. And not just voice number once you picture back. So over to you.
Thank you so much, T-Boy. And of course, to we viewers them, we appreciate you as always, and I truly apologize, for not being alongside T-Boy, for moderate and for carry the discussion. But at least we try. It's challenging. So many things are happening, and we are on the road. Not the same cause. The cause for push development go before in different ways then. Right. Now that's myself they do now. So I will not promise you that I'll be 100%, but I'll try my level best. And of course the conversation today has been enlightening, and I'm glad for who they get opportunity for to get some of them clarifications there. So and we will see more of them kind of thing so they happen. Now this platform. CRGM Media is your platform to be. We were the other party them, C4C, NGC, SLPP, and even the APC. We're not afraid, we're not facing. We're not gonna bet. We will give an opportunity to talk, we will ask you questions, T-Boy go grill una. But at the end of the day, people go understand on a message. You see, if Honorable Fofi not being canned today, now assume, we for they assume, and we talk with him, we think say we sabi, but it don't can clarify on behalf of him party, it don't stand in ground, and it don't make him appeal them. It don't challenge you and say APC not the only party we able for bring development and move Salon go before. SLPP we tuna self cap. We want to head to head. That will be our program. Head to head. Politics 101. Bam! On CRGM Media. So that's how I go end down today, and we wish you all the best wherever you are, and look forward to seeing you again next week. Over to you, T-Boy.
Thank you very much, Jumaba. And Jumaba don't release actually one of we eating program, then I don't release so.
So yeah.
Why did you do it so early? If I don't wait, man, we'll not be ready for this. Not that yet.
Well, you know, you gotta forgive the teaser out there because the tempo where Honorable Fofi left just now. If I follow, we see what happen. SL people sound like I do not come. Over to you, bye, T-Boy.
I like the idea of voting honorable don't highlight for today's program, and I believe most of the challenging stuff that me personally with the go-to has been clarified. One of which now the fact when we gazette any kind law or salon from parliament outside in the land and how people need to get access to them has always been my concern. Because I keep hearing about this word, we don't gazette them. But where does it actually land? What's the document they are available for the people to see them? Like I asked, we get a population when they eat, we don't get access to computer, we don't get access for money for buying books. So I don't understand how on earth they expect the people then for actually know their rules here, so able for interpret some of their laws there, so we don't be able to agree and accept them as the laws they really can govern with. But like they say, is the responsibility of the civil societies of other different government arms and regulatory body that are responsible for disseminating this information. So we local direct them. Because I remember back in the days, we used to have the news being read by 5 or 6 different languages. Mende, Timni, Creole, Limba, Loco. And so at some point, so they actually read the news on all those 5 or 6 different languages, then they break things down for the people able to understand. And SLBC was accessible to almost everywhere in Sierra Leone, so it was not a strange thing at all. But I want for just to reaffirm some of the things that we honorable on saying as of today. We're in a clear clarification of the roles and responsibilities of members of parliament and how them for executing. One of the means that the fact say they have to be part of a committee, and that committee has been put together by either the government in power and then against members of the committee headed by a chairperson. We primarily now the representation of the party representative with the in power. So basically, that is the responsibilities of those committees for take any other institution, especially the ministries them to task. And then they monitor the activities of the ministries them. And then they summon the ministries them and the ministers them for kind of parliament for kind of explain to them about certain things they would feel to say they go wrong and then different ministries them. But if you have your party membership in terms of chairing that particular committee or having majority of the members in that particular committee, it means most times the ministry is not going to be held responsible for some of their misactivities then they will perform, because then they cover them up because of the party structures. But we don't want to see that to happen, because we believe, say, if we're able to take them people there, so bring them calm in parliament and make them can be accountable for their actions, it means we'll have better ministries. So let we not just put all the blame on members of parliament, the way some generally that particular committee they for be held responsible, or leaders of the opposition or people within the opposition party where some not get control or when I get voting rights or when I get enough voting rights. Now some of them committees then they were responsible for look after their ministries then they, because it is not going to be their responsibility. So let me look at the committee leaders then, the chairs then, that are various different committees for their ministries then they, and look up to them for the duties they waiting for execute. For all their ministries, then they're responsible. But if we put all the blame on the people that we not necessarily need for carry the blame, I think with the same information, we possibly not correct. But as we get a member of parliament, we don't start for almost a term plus. We don't know exactly how the operations of parliaments day. They don't give you a very good clarification of the roles and responsibilities of members of parliament and the other roles and responsibilities of leaders of the oppositions and other political party leaders than within the parliament sitting. As he clearly said, there is no direct answer to what will be the solution for the activities the way they happen at parliament. We repeat itself today for the 3rd time. We then forget some kind of scuffle and throw words, throw objects them against the 2 different political parties then within a parliament, within APC and SLPP. This is not the first time we've seen that in our parliament. This is the second and third time where it don't happen. So what will be the solution, or what's the way forward for the members of parliament and for take this thing into action? Again, the Honorable we clearly say that the justice system for prevail. If you have any grievances against governments, you take it to court. Well, if you have a court system that does not operate in the interest of the people, then we have a court system that is failing the people of Sierra Leone. That has always been my concern. As a Sierra Leonean, one thing we are not trusting us alone, not only the people of Sierra Leone, but the justice system of Sierra Leone. If you cannot get justice for a single offense being committed against you, then you will never get justice for anything major. If a layman can walk into a court system and get rid of a case that is pending and nothing comes out of it. Now just think of somebody who gets small influence. What thing it will do against you if you get something where you want to take a court for? So for as long as we don't get our justice system to work in Sierra Leone, we will have a Sierra Leone that will not move forward. We will have a Sierra Leone that will have problem with investment. We will have a Sierra Leone that will have problem with the diaspora. We will have a Sierra Leone that will have problem with structures, and we will have a Sierra Leone that is going to be possibly lawless, because it means everybody will take the law at their hands and they will execute it to the best of their knowledge or their interests, and nothing will come out of it because we have a system that is not working. And that system is the justice system. So until we fix that system in Sierra Leone, we are still going to find ourselves in a situation that we don't want to be. We're in the situation we're in right now. So let's try as much as possible to get the right people in and the right position to make justice there for every Sierra Leonean, because that is the only thing a Sierra Leonean or a citizen of any nation needs. Justice. Without justice, your human rights and everything that makes you a human being is definitely and 110% going to be abused. And enough to say, anybody wants to make that happen to them. But if you wish that for somebody else, what will happen if it turns to you in a negative way? You will not like it. So I want to extend my thanks and appreciation. I don't know whether Femi is around. Femi, are you still around to say goodbye to the viewers and say your last word for today's program? I know you've been very quiet, watching the program at the background, listening to every discussion we don't get, and they send me message number, they steer the conversation from the back. So is there anything you would like to say? I'll give you a couple of seconds to think about it. I know they bully you, but not for seeing a possible and for can give you a summary of today's program. So if you're there, give me a thumbs up. I'll give a count of 3. 1, Femi is going, 2, gone, 3, deal. Over to you, Femi. Thank you very much, viewers. Unfortunately, we were not able to communicate with the viewers really on YouTube and on Facebook because I am responsible for doing those communication, and today I am steering the ship. So basically, I apologize to now once more. And thank you very much for watching. We apologize once again for not bringing you guys a program for last week, and definitely we'll try as much as possible, even though we have challenging situations around us right now. We'll try as much as possible to get you guys a program, and we'll talk about the issues that are affecting Sierra Leoneans in Sierra Leone and out of Sierra Leone. But until next week, I will say thank you on behalf of the Sierra Leone media team, and bye-bye, and have a lovely weekend. Over to you, Mr. Palmer.